I'm going to find time to eat at some point.
I'm still working.
Thank you for that input.
Thank you for, watching while you work.
Does it count as
Better than
watching
whistling.
if he's in Discord with
That's
us?
fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I don't know.
Listen, you're
Hey,
not
we're
wrong.
back. Hello.
I've already dropped like 32 frames.
I can't tell if we're
That's a lot of
dropping frames or not, but I'm not getting any buffering, so this is progress.
Okay.
We left with 13. Now we have.
There's just
22.
a delay?
How's that possible?
Yeah, there's going to be a delay.
Yeah, there's always a delay with Twitch. That is
Yeah.
part and
Wow.
parcel. Aww.
Not necessarily. Wait, is it buffering for you guys right now?
It did a
It
buffer
just
for a
buffered
second, and then
for-
it was only for a second.
Okay, then I missed it.
Hunter, what are you using for your microphone? It's so clear.
I have a blue snowball Yeti,
Okay.
whatever. I really want to get a better one because I could have spent
It
this
sounds
money
really good.
on a nicer microphone for the same price.
How are we doing a minute in?
We only had the one buffering I saw, and we are
Yeah.
clear.
Okay.
So far, so good.
You guys
Oh
are...
no!
Aww, buffering.
Right when we asked about it.
Yeah, basically.
Oh.
Flawless.
I don't know how to fix this.
I mean, is it really that bad?
If it's buffering every 10 seconds and they can't hear, it's a problem.
Right. It isn't buffering super frequently. At
It
this
has,
point,
yeah.
so-
It's less common than it was before, so it
right. So I
seems
think
to be an
when we-
improvement.
Yeah.
I did bump... So I did a stupid thing. I bumped the...
Okay.
Whatever back up. The KBP, the kilobytes per second back up for the bitrate.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could stop the stream, bump it back down, and start it up again and see if that
Man,
fixes it.
It still hasn't buffered yet.
Yeah, someone in
Yeah.
chat
So-
is doing fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Someone in chat is Thomas. Thomas is the amp monster.
Okay, I was gonna say, what, shouldn't you guys know who that is? Because it says SW at the front. Like,
oh, it's Swamp Monster.
Alright,
Amp
I don't know
monster.
everybody who names himself with SW in the front.
yeah, I kind of feel like you do though. When I
Also, there's
played
an under-
Xbox with you guys, everyone had SW.
Oh, we.
That was like years
most of
ago,
us
my
still
It
guy.
do.
was. Yeah, you've seen Matt's Discord name, right? Ryan.
What? My Discord name is Matt. It's obvious. It's
No,
on
that's your
here.
Discord
True.
nickname. It's different.
What is my Discord name? Yeah, it's
Salisbury
all-
Steaks.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like everything else.
Yeah,
But
that's
it
why
used
he's
to
on
be-
the
wasn't it-
stuff now.
It was SW Steaks,
SW
right?
I
Steak.
don't think so. Was it? I don't know.
Entertaining
Anyway.
content. Anyways.
Anyway, half an hour in, we've maybe fixed our tech issues. Do we start over with the character intros and then go into session?
Sure.
Cool.
All right.
Start with Bell.
Yeah,
Or-
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So Bellhop Tower.
Jesus.
I'm a halfling rogue. I've been trying to stay out of trouble. My companions, they go and find trouble though, so that's a bit stressful for me. Hopefully, I can keep them in line. Something tells me that won't happen though.
Okay, and then Linaris.
Hello, I'm Linaris. I am generally human presenting, but I'm technically a changeling. But I'm usually a human. And don't talk to me about it. Most people don't know about it. It's fine. Everything's fine. Also, I'm a sorcerer. That's less fine. I had plans in life. I was gonna be a blacksmith, and yeah, that's not happening anymore. So, you know, if you need things on fire, I could do that. Yeah.
I muted myself. And then, Ekemon?
Hello, I am Ekemon. I am a tiefling warlock. I am 10 years old. Just looking to have fun and get in some trouble. Me and my friend Scory hang out with these guys and yeah, cause mayhem and get into some weird situations. But it's okay though. I'm just a kid, so people have to listen to me.
By what logic does that make any sense?
I'm just too cute.
Okay. And then, Dulnan.
Dolman Kolkaroon, dwarf wizard and freelance investigative journalist. I'm missing an arm. I'm in my early 50s, which is actually relatively young for a dwarf. But I find myself in a lot of trouble digging into things people don't want me looking in.
Everything went weird. And then, Patch.
Hi, I'm Patch. I'm a 86-year-old warforged artificer, and I am also a soldier from Seer, a country that no longer exists, and I don't know why. And yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what happened there.
And just to acquaint anyone that doesn't know much about Eberron, get up to speed with this. There has been a 100-year-long war. I'm going to mute Alec.
Please do.
A 100-year-long war that essentially involved the entire continent that the characters live on. We are 4 years past the peace treaty after one of the countries, Seer, was completely destroyed. Nobody knows how it was destroyed, but it was turned into almost like a radioactive wasteland because of it. And a lot of those that survived either survived the destruction or were outside of Seer are now refugees within different countries around the area. These characters have come together from disparate backgrounds to the town of Windshire. Some with personal reasons, others are just following friends that they came here with. They stopped a bandit attack when they came in. Had to help a local merchant that goes by the name or title Curator. She offered them jobs, and they accepted. They then found out that there were some murders that had happened recently in the town's history. They started investigating that, as well as looking into why the bandits came. They found that the bandits are linked to a cult of the dragon below, which is essentially kind of like a demonic cult, worshipping one of the creator dragons. They also figured out that the local priest of the church was the one murdering people, and had made it staged as though it were werewolf attacks. A paladin of the church has sent out a call to arrest that priest, but he escaped them. And we have kind of just sit back at a point where they have completed their most recent job. They have a friend, a werewolf named Ariok, who has some lingering questions that they may help with, or they may go in different areas. But right now they're kind of in a transition period. I know, Linaris, you wanted to start today up at the church.
Yes. We didn't have time for it in the last session, so wanted to get it out of the way now.
Yes. Would you have waited until everyone left?
100%.
Okay. Then as you all are leaving, you kind of don't notice that Linaris has given you a bit of the slip. The only one that would is Dulnan. But yeah,
Fine, she's got business.
yeah. So Linaris, you approach Seeker Glien.
Real quick,
Yes.
Matt, when you get a chance, could you mod us in chat?
Yes.
As you can see from we've got a bot in here already.
Heck yeah.
We've made it.
Also,
did it.
Matt, the church is off the screen from the overlay.
Damn it. Well,
Yep, gotta
Let's
go
do the
further
free.
left.
yeah, I can fix that.
It needs to be modded.
But I need to do the modding thing first.
Yes. Make us mods, maybe make the amp monster a mod, then only people in chat will be mods. It'll be great.
That's like every small streamer ever is.
Yes.
Everyone who shows up is modded already because they're friends.
Yes.
How do I that's under roles manager, I'm guessing?
I think you could just click on somebody's name and
In chat. Got it.
yeah.
It's also where you can ban them. So you could
That's
just ban
true.
us too. I don't know. It's up to you.
Mod.
You have all the power right now.
Mod.
No, I can.
Mod.
Oh.
I
It gave
think-
me a link to mod view. This is
I
terrifying.
think that's everyone. No, I don't want to become famous. Have you seen
No.
our stream bot?
I banned them.
I know, but have you seen it?
Don't worry.
You should be focusing your bot energy at
No.
better people.
View is crazy.
Give them a little reporty.
Well, now that that's dealt with.
Okay. You guys, or you, approach Seeker Glien. Who, is actually in Father Yeldon's office at this point. And you see that she has put on the necklace, and she has the, golden halo around her head.
Oh.
Yes?
Hi, I had a question. I had a question for you.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
When you look at me, what do you see?
I see a bright young woman who hides herself.
That's definitely a nicer way to put it than Yeldon did.
I like to think I have a little bit more tact.
How can you tell?
It's
How
it's little things. And she kind of
is
like
it the freckles?
she gestures towards your face, and yeah, it's like a freckle that moves every once in a while. Most people won't notice it, but I'm a bit more observant than some of my kin. It's nothing to be
Okay.
nothing to be ashamed about.
You'd be the first to say that, but thanks.
I get the feeling that Father Yeldon was a bit more traditional. Must have given you a bit of a hard time about it.
Hey, you could say that, yeah.
I'm not going to. I don't care about Ariak either. I only cared when I thought he was somebody that had murdered multiple people in this town. Have you
Okay.
murdered multiple people in this town that did not deserve the murdering?
Come to think of it, I don't think any of the people that we killed in self-defense, I should preface, because they were bandits. I don't think that I'm the one who actually got the kill shot on any of them, so extra no.
Then you're good in my book.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'd caught the look you gave me, and I knew that Yeldon had, like I said, he clocked me just as fast as you did, I think.
Someone like him, former bishop, he probably has a bit more observational skills than your normal priest of the Silver Flame. I would be surprised if he hadn't figured it out. You're still young. You're learning exactly how to use all that you have.
Yeah. Well, thanks. And I guess I also just wanted to. You were doing some double speak with us earlier, because we were technically in public, and I appreciate that, because not everybody takes kindly to my kind. But I just wanted to double check. So you were saying that the extra seekers you're gonna bring in to help finish the investigation, you're going to vet them to make sure that they're not going to be hassling Ekemon and me, right?
Correct?
Even if they notice that I'm weird and okay, you can't not notice Ekemon.
Yeah.
But you're gonna make sure that they're not gonna hassle us.
I'm going to do everything in my power that will allow me to do that. I said what I said. I'm going to try. But it is difficult to find perfectly open-minded people within the Seekers at all times. The ones that do not meet my vetting process, I will be sure to keep away from Ekemon and you.
I appreciate it.
And know that this is always a safe place for you. I know it probably hasn't felt it your entire life, but at right now, as long as I am here and in charge, as I am, and she points to the halo, this indicates, this is safe.
I'll think about it. Well, I'm sure you've got a lot of there's a lot to do around here to.
Oh,
There's
yes.
a lot to do around here in
yes,
the wake
oh,
of.
yes. And she starts moving papers onto the floor. She's like, oh yes, a lot of things.
So I guess I'll leave you to it. To have a. What do people say to you? Like, walk with the flame? Like what? I don't know what the proper greetings are.
May the flame shine on you.
That one, yeah. May the flame shine on you, yeah. I'm gonna leave now.
And Linaris, the thing I will say as a exit for you. Do not let the flame cast shadow on you. You do not need to hide in it. If you do what you're doing right now, out of your own volition and not to fit in, then that is what That is what the flame wants for you. But if you do it to just make others feel better, then you're only hurting yourself.
I'll take it under advisement.
Just think on it.
Yeah. And I leave,
Okay.
and I don't go back to the inn at the moment.
Okay.
I go to visit the goat, and this time I do not transform. I go in Linaris form to go visit the goats.
Okay. Yeah. You find goat, the goat.
Mm-hmm.
And Billy and Gruff are also there. And you hang out there for a while. Until the sun gets low. And so Linaris is probably gone for about, like, let's say maybe an hour. Is there anything you guys are doing in that hour before she comes back?
I think I had mentioned it at the end of the last session, but I do start working on writing up a report about everything that's happened here, to send off to the
Okay.
Korenberg Chronicle.
Okay. And you're I think leaving out Belle.
Yeah, I know Belle specifically asked to be left out. Did anybody else?
Linaris
was
had
fine with
kind of
that.
looked uncomfortable about it, but she just kind of shrugged it off, like, whatever.
Oh wait, no, I did mention that I wanted to be left anonymous
Okay.
because I want people to believe that I'm just a child and not
Then,
capable of such things.
and then
I actually would
Patch.
like to get my name out there.
Okay, then I'd probably only mention mine and Patch's name specifically, seeing that Linaris seemed a little uncomfortable by it, and everybody else actively did not want it.
Okay. Easy enough. You start working on the first draft. At some point, because are you doing this out in the tavern area, or do you go up to your room?
Yeah, I'd probably do it in the tavern area.
The curator would come by, like, maybe at the 30-minute mark, and, like, look over your shoulder, like, you guys have been, very busy for just a couple days. Already making yourselves, like, town legends a little bit, shaking up the church. It's crazy.
That, investigating these sort of things is always what I'm looking to do.
I mean, it seems right up your alley. It seems like the thing that you like to do.
Yeah?
You need anything?
No, I'm alright for now.
Okay. If you need anything, always know where to come talk.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes back behind the bar, grabs a little plate and brings it over to Ekemon. Just got like a little tart on it.
I eat it very happily. Thank you.
Well, roll up a new character.
She looks around and, like, I'm going to be closing up the bar soon. If anybody needs anything before then, you can just come talk to me. But if not, just ring the bell and I'll come down. Everyone all right? Everyone okay? Need anything?
Matt, have you unmuted Belle?
Nope. Have not.
Knocked over him like twice.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Guess what?
I was
Nobody.
wondering if it was.
Guess what? Nobody heard him. I didn't do shit.
Damn it, Matthew.
That's so sneaky.
How could you?
Yes.
Madam Curator, I would like
A quick what?
a quick word.
Yes. Do you want privately or?
Yeah. Let's there's a
Go-
room in back.
Let's go
Taken.
to the magic shop.
Very well. That works too.
She opens the door and gestures for you to come in. Behind the counter, there's a poof of magic, and then nothing happens. But you go in, and she follows, and closes the door behind. Yes.
I was actually wondering if you had any information about any local activity related to the Boromar family.
Don't get much Boromar work coming through here. I kind of have a monopoly on those kind of issues. But I can keep my feelers out for anything that passes by.
If there are any family members by the names of Ani, Antony, or Graham, I'd greatly appreciate a heads up.
Yeah, and she apparates a piece of paper and a quill, and she writes down the names, and then disapparates both of them. I will keep my ear to the ground for it, just in case.
I appreciate that.
Mhm.
And I'm guessing no new information regarding the cult has been uncovered.
Oh, I actually received a piece of mail earlier today.
Did you? Okay.
I didn't open it. I was every once in a while these these pieces of magic mail are creditors calling. But let's go take a look just in case. And she goes back behind the countertop, produces a arcane piece of mail, opens it and pulls it out and lays it on the table so that you can read it as well as her. It details that the symbol is a part of the sect of the Draconic Dream. And the letter kind of details, these are some very fucked up. These are fucked up. Yeah, I literally was just, because of my stupid Italian hand waving, thumbed the mute button on my mic while I was talking.
I was about to say you cut off pretty abruptly.
Wow.
I'm keeping my hands away from my face.
Very good, Matthew. Very good.
These are some very fucked up cultists of the dragon below. They see Kyber as not being entrapped in the place that she is kept, but she is instead sleeping. The act of killing Sybaris expended so much energy that she fell asleep, and that she must be knocked out of the Draconic Dream to be woken up and allowed back into the material plane. One of the methods that has been put forth by a couple of in this letter is they've captured some members of the sect. There is special care to find and wake up draconic sorcerers of differing lineages in order to create enough energy to do this.
Okay, that lines up basically with just about everything that we've uncovered so far regarding the pack. Okay, that's unsettling.
Yes, I don't like any of the things I just learned, and I'm going to blame you because you're the one that led them to me.
To be fair, they came to the town of their own accord. They'd have come regardless of whether or not I was here.
Yes, that's
In
fair.
fact, regardless of whether I was here or not. I came on them as they were already in town.
Right, but
Hey,
if you hadn't brought it up, I wouldn't have thought about it. I wouldn't have looked into it further.
well, at least you know now. Knowing this makes, puts you in any danger.
No, but I mean, it's kind of like knowing that there's a werewolf just out in the Duskwood. Like, sure, I could believe that there's a feral werewolf going to kill me, but if I know there's one out there, it makes it
a different matter entirely.
Yeah, it makes it harder to ignore.
Right. Okay. Well, unfortunately, Madam Curator, that is not what has occurred, and now you possess this information.
Yes, I'm sad. I'm very sad.
I can't help you with that.
Nah, booze will. Booze will. Is there anything else?
No. Not at this time. It sounds like we're going to be heading out of town here in a little bit. Not tonight, I don't think, but... so, next time I come back, I have more information. I would love to hear it.
I will, keep a small folder of just things for Belle.
Very well. Thank you for your time.
Yes, thank you.
I,
She opens the door again and lets you leave. Probably around that time, Linaris comes home. Linaris, I'm closing up the tavern a bit early tonight. If there's anything that you need before I head off to bed, please let me know. It's you got 15 minutes. Let's go with that.
Just some of whatever was for dinner. That's fine.
You got it. She goes back behind the bar and roots around in a couple of things and gets a plate, and there's a leg of a turkey leg and just some potatoes and a small
Grand.
apple tart.
Yep, sounds good.
Then I'm going to bed. Good night, everyone.
Good night, madam.
Good night.
She walks back behind the bar and walks up the stairs, and you don't see her again. Ever. She dies that night.
Oh, God.
Well, that is unfortunate. Well, I guess now we just sleep till morning. I don't
We're
really.
meeting Ariak here.
Oh, sorry.
Is-
Ariak was already here. He went up
No,
the stairs.
but for tomorrow to
Oh.
leave.
Yes.
He's going with us tomorrow.
Yeah.
That is my understanding. Yeah.
So what is their plan exactly?
We're gonna follow him into the woods.
Yeah.
Hunt down
That's why.
feral werewolves.
Yeah. Oriok has more details. We can ask him in the morning.
Right. Okay.
Now,
but-
if we happen to get far enough into the woods that it would, just be a time saver to visit the Scale Master, then, I wouldn't mind.
I think we already agreed to go there, didn't we?
I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
see no
okay.
reason not to go there.
It's kind of sort of on the way, I thought.
It's basically on the other side of the forest, by the lake.
Right.
Is
Yeah.
where his last reported location was, anyway.
More than likely, it's not along the way, but you guys can always take a small detour and
We
go
can make
there.
it part of the way.
Yes.
Right. Make it.
If we go there, it becomes on the way.
Yes, that is true.
Also, my token.
Is that
missing.
true?
What?
My token.
Is that true? I don't know if that's true or not.
It's true.
I didn't move your token.
What?
That's right. I have to go in there and change your stupid size.
Oh, that's why I was kind of asking you to do it, but then you're like, oh, I didn't move it, so I just put it on the map.
Sorry, I forgot that would happen.
Oh dear.
Okay, then you guys.
Is this the new and improved patch?
Yes, that is the new improved patch.
Yes, Patch decided to paint himself.
Sears colors have changed from the joke colors that I gave to dark purple and a forest green.
Which, as it happens, are my two favorite colors, so.
Also got rid of his stupid gigantic hat.
Nice.
Nice.
Alright, so we have a long rest?
Yeah, you guys go to bed. You have a long rest.
Does anything interrupt our long rest?
Right. Long rest.
Are you keeping watch while you're in a
No,
in
definitely
an
not.
inn? Well, then the monster that modifies your memory again.
No.
No,
Gosh.
you're good.
It's
Nothing
great.
interrupts the
Super
rest.
monster.
You guys wake up the next morning. You wake up to the smell of pancakes wafting up from the tavern.
Something smells good.
You wander downstairs.
You.
And back behind the bar, from basically where the kitchen area is, comes Ariok with no his armor. He doesn't have his armor on. He just has like simple leathers. But he has an apron on and brings out a big 2 platters worth of maybe a foot tall stack of pancakes.
Oh, grief. Matt wants us to trust this guy.
Goes, had an early night, so an early morning, so I decided to make myself useful. Pancakes, anyone? And he puts them down on the tables.
Don't mind if I do.
Yeah, I get down on that for sure.
And the curator comes out with a pitcher of milk, a pitcher of ale, and just a pitcher of water. And divvies out cups and plates, and you guys have a good meal.
Hey, Ariok, I just want to double check with you. You know that you don't have to make yourself useful for being wrongfully detained, right?
Oh, I know, but I'm making myself useful for those that helped me get unwrongfully detained.
Pretty fair point.
You all helped me. If it wasn't for you, Yeldon would have gone away with what he was doing, and they probably would have killed me.
Unfortunately, that does seem likely, yeah.
Especially
just
given the
gave it a-
condition
what
of
anyone
the
else
ferals that they had in captivity. Yeah. Yeah.
And if they were anything like the ones that I was chasing and you killed, and they still had the energy that they had before you all found them, I would have been in a very bad spot.
Well, fortunately, it didn't come to that.
You also had the truth of the situation on your side,
Yes.
and my experience, it always wins out in the end, even if it takes a while.
You've had vastly different experiences than I
I
have.
say I wish that
I
my
was gonna
experiences
say,
were the
if
same,
it had-
but
If the truth hasn't won, then it's not yet over.
That's fair. But if I was dead, it would be over for me.
For
hope you
you,
keep that
but not for
optimism.
the situation.
I
It's not
think then that would
optimism.
mean that it lost for him at that point.
It's all about when you stop looking at the game.
In any event,
I'm guessing you all. Are you all ready to head into the Duskwood?
I woke up ready.
I
do
mean, I
you
think
even
I've got everything
sleep?
I need. Got
Well,
weapons, got a bedroll. Does everybody have rations on them?
No.
no.
I don't spend a lot of time in the wilderness.
For a
don't-
small price, I could whip some ration packs together for you.
I mean, I'm already pretty set, but I'm not set enough to cover Dulnan.
I can buy some. I do need to find a courier to send
I
this
don't
off
have any
with.
either.
You just need to send that out. I have a courier that comes through. I can entrust it with him.
Also, if anyone has any headline ideas for this sort of thing, I'm open to sending off suggestions to the editor.
I'll take that as a no.
yeah, nothing's really
right.
coming to mind, I'm afraid.
Alright, then I'll just send off the one that I came up with. That's fine.
Yeah.
How many rations would you like? I'll discounted price 2 silver pieces.
Well, that is generous.
I don't
Um,
need any.
How long are we are we planning to be out there for?
I think it's going to be a couple days journey to get to Harmony, and then once we're there will be food. But I would prepare for maybe 5 days. Maybe 6.
then,
Go for 6.
And I'll
and,
make it 7.
I was gonna be a little bit more.
Fast, be as cautious.
Can I get an extra 5?
Yes. 10, or that's a gold piece, and she pushes forth. It's all still good food, but it's definitely stuff that like is left over from like last night's stuff that she's kind of dried or through magical means made given them longevity.
She's got like a magical smoker in the back, and
Yes.
she tossed the leftovers in there, so we've got like a pile of turkey jerky.
Well, so you see,
Seems about right.
See, she actually sells all the jerky so that she never has a bad overhead, so that all of the food always goes to use.
Mm.
She makes, she even somehow makes potato jerky.
Potato jerky?
Yes.
My God.
Okay,
I'll
5.
buy
That's
some
5 for
rations.
how many?
Yeah, so.
They're 2 silver apiece.
2 silver apiece.
Right.
I'll take 30.
I'll take 10 though.
Okay. That's 2 gold pieces, and she pushes 10 little packets towards you.
They all go in my backpack.
Anyone else?
I'm set.
Okay.
I don't really eat, so
No, Ariak does go, I guess I actually need some. Give me 10, and he gives her 2 gold pieces. And I had to lose weight running away from the Seeker, so my rations are somewhere in the middle of the Duskwood.
I had to lose weight.
Gotta be fast, gotta be live. And I can't lose this armor.
it is very pretty.
It's quite expensive.
Imagine so.
Dragon shards are not easy to come by.
Did you make it?
Yes, I actually had to forge it myself. It's the last bit of becoming a sword of Sybaris.
There are several questions in that whole sentence,
Yes.
but I'm gonna
Right.
start with: are you a smith?
I mean, limited application. Dragon shards aren't metal in the traditional sense. There's a bit more
fair.
magic being dealt with here.
Okay.
You could equate me much more to what Seeker Glien is, but for my own order.
Okay.
Well, if all of you are ready to leave, I'm just going to go upstairs and actually don everything, get everything ready, and then let's say in 20 minutes we meet back down here if anybody has anything else they have to do, and then we can make our way to Harmony.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Alrighty.
He goes back up. He takes off the apron and gives it to the curator. Runs
I
upstairs.
have to ask: was he wearing the apron over his armor?
No. Sorry, he was in leathers when he was down here.
That would have been so cute,
It
though.
would have been, but I felt it was impractical for him to be moving around it so well. He runs upstairs, very much like a house pet almost, like very happy to get ready and do things. Goes
He's
upstairs.
a morning person. Got it.
Yes. And about 20 minutes later, he comes down in the red gem armor with the gold accents, the crystal greatsword on his back, and the shield on his arm, actually. Okay, everyone ready? Last minute things. Anybody need to use the restroom?
No, Aryak.
Yeah.
I need to use the restroom.
Then, let's head out to Harmony. And I will transition us to the Duskwood.
Oh, hey, my thing managed to be pretty well centered there. Nice.
I have to figure out where this is on the overlay. Oh, that's not the thing I wanted to grab. Don't move the overlay, you idiot.
White bar above the map.
There we go. So, you guys begin the trek, from down here.
Right?
Ariok leads the way. But unless you guys, we're going to obviously roll for random encounters and all of that stuff.
Right.
But there are these little, like, offshoots every so often along the path. And
Right.
they are from expedition crews that, went out this way, went into these places, and they possibly found something. They may have never come back. But the path has begun, but it doesn't end anywhere, necessarily. It doesn't go anywhere. You guys are always welcome to go off the beaten path, or you can continue following Ariok to destination of Harmony.
Maybe let's take it one branch at a time. Maybe there's something at a particular branch that catches our attention.
Okay.
I like that.
Oriok, if you could perhaps give us a bit of a recap on what we're doing out here.
Yes, so, and I don't want to use this phrase, but it is apt. As you all know, there are ferals in this world. Werewolves who have lost their battle between humanity and animality. They have returned to an animal state, and the Greater Society of Lycanthropy views them as tragic figures, but they are things that tend to need to be killed. They do wander into our settlements as well, and attempt to kill us just as much as they try to kill you. When I was out in the Wolfwood about a week ago, I found some ferals who were using tactics and using weapons, which is not something I'd seen before. They tend to not use tactics in such a way past what a actual wolf might use, or whatever animal they are aware of. And they tend to not use weapons for the most part. So to find these things was interesting. I was tasked by my leader to track them down and try and find their alpha, so that we might start a dialogue and find out if they need to be brought back into the fold. If ferals are exhibiting more intelligence, then there's a conversation that needs to be had on whether or not they need to be brought back to the Greater Lycanthropy Society, or if that's even something that they want, or if these creatures are outliers. I need to figure out why, and find out if that is a malevolent force or benevolent. When I ran into you the first time, those were the same creatures I was tracking. They had lost the weapons, and they had also kind of lost some of the intelligence, I noticed from the fight. So, finding this alpha is of utmost importance. If we go to the center of the Duskwood, there is a community called Harmony. Some druids saved me a few months back and told me to come pay a visit when I got the chance. And if they've been alive in the Duskwood this long, they must have had run-ins with this pack.
Okay.
That's the gist of it.
Right. Try to make contact, assess, and then go from there, I guess. Essentially. What it sounds like.
That would be my plan currently.
All right.
So he begins the process of leading you guys through the Duskwood. And you guys have been here before. The canopy of the Duskwood is really what gives it its name. It's incredibly dense. The sun doesn't really penetrate through it. And there's always that feeling of being just on the verge of sunset.
Gotcha.
And you would have noticed this last time. It does give you a bit of an unease. Though last time you were in the woods, you had a different unease, being tracked. I would like to have, for this first leg of the journey, and we'll call it the distance that it takes to get to the first path, subpath.
Fork.
Yeah, the first fork. I need somebody to, or whoever is going to be on watch, to be on watch. And I would like somebody to roll a d20 for our wild encounter.
Okay.
I'll roll a d20.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I dibsed it first.
So you did.
I rolled an 8 on the wild encounter.
I think Dulnan has the best, perception, probably.
Yep, I want to find out who.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, Dolnan does.
I think
That's
Fido
perception
actually
check?
does.
Dolnan has the best, but was he the one who was keeping an eye out?
I mean,
That's also
always.
true.
I am always passively keeping an eye out.
Then in that case, I probably would have been actively keeping an eye out.
Okay, what's your passive perception, Dolnan?
21.
Okay.
Yeah, it's absurd.
That's right. And
And,
Belle, go ahead and roll perception.
This will not be nearly as good. But I did get an 18, so at least that.
Okay. On this first leg of the journey, and this is probably encompassing about 5-ish hours, maybe 6 hours of walking. You guys kind of make light conversation with each other, but there's not much to be seen. You, Belle, you notice some wildlife that actually wasn't around during your last journey, possibly because bigger predators being in the area kept them from being around you. You Yes, sorry, what, Belle?
No, it makes sense.
But for the most part, the journey is actually rather, other than this little bit of tension about the time, there isn't much to note. You do eventually hit this fork. It's just a small path. It goes maybe 150 feet out, and then abruptly ends in the woods. But there's not much of note for it. Dolnan with your passive of 21, and I hate it, but I love it. You would notice that there are at the very end of that road, there is almost like a scorch mark there. It's very faint. It's hard to notice for most people, but you notice.
Okay. I'd point it out to everybody.
Are we investigating, or are we continuing?
I'm not entirely certain what to make of that, frankly.
I mean, scorch marks from what exactly on?
That's the question.
Presumably fire.
Well, yes. but...
Looks like if we don't see any fire, doesn't seem like there's a lot of danger.
Does it seem like a campfire, remains, or something
It's
with
pretty
blast?
faint. It doesn't. It looks bigger than a campfire, but it looks
Oh,
like it was probably a
okay.
while ago.
Right. Okay. I mean, if anybody really wants to, we could. It is a short enough path that it won't really take up too much time. Having said that, it doesn't really look like there's anything down there to gain.
I'm
Shall we
good.
take a vote?
Okay, if anybody's interested, then say you're interested, right now.
All right, let's
Okay.
move on then.
All right.
Okay.
Proceed onward.
Then we go to the next leg of the journey. This one taking probably about 3 hours. I will have somebody roll a d20.
You can do it this time, Elijah.
Oof.
And do you need a...
Yes, I'll need you to do another perception.
Right? How bad it was. 11 total.
And you can obviously, again, perception, not one of those things that you can fail, but you could use your...
I could attempt to juice it if I want.
Yes.
Yeah. It's basically a freebie. So yeah, I will... let me just make sure I'm doing it right. Where is... Here it is. Yeah, it's a D6, and I only expend it if the roll succeeds in the... yeah. Alright, so... Roll 1d6. Okay, does that expend a use?
It
I only
doesn't... So the way...
expended it, so...
The way I'm going to rule this with these kind of checks, if it gives you more information, that is considered succeeding. In this case, it's not going to give you any more information, so it's not a success.
Good to know.
You're rather distracted by just kind of small animals that are playing close to you guys, actually. But you don't know whether or not to take that as a compliment or a insult that you are considered safe to these creatures.
Right.
But yeah, the second leg of the journey is not entirely eventful. There are times where rustles in the like foliage catch you off guard, but then it just, like a fox or something jumps out and continues on its way.
I'm used to the crowded city, not a crowded forest.
Yeah, and it's very off-putting. You guys get to the next little fork, and Dulnan again. You notice this one goes for a little while, probably like maybe like a mile. I'm trying to remember how big this place is, but I believe that one's supposed to be about a mile long. You notice that there are like scoring on the ground, maybe like 100 feet down the road. There's just like divots in the in the road. Hard to make sense of it from this far away, but 21 is enough to see that.
Sorry, say that again. What did I say?
You see scoring along the road, like just little divots,
No.
about 100 feet out.
Then I will point those out to everyone as well.
Sort of scattered throughout the path?
Yeah.
Huh.
Can I identify them?
Are you going to go out to them?
No.
Then no.
But I mean, I don't know.
Right, no. It's
Uh,
just blanket no.
I mean, like 100 feet out, you're just not going to be able to get a lot of
Right.
good information.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. I don't know, something about it really. I mean, again, I don't really see a benefit, and if anybody wants to, I think that's fine. I don't really have an opinion either way.
I'm
Does
fine
anyone?
not going. I think we're gonna move on from this.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounds like we're gonna move on.
Yeah.
Unless it's something that Ariok you think is worth looking into.
I guess that's true.
Sort of
Ariak,
in
do you know what
your,
these might be?
I haven't
realm.
spent that long in this woods, so unfortunately not. In the wolf woods, I
Fair
might say
enough.
that it was a spider of some kind with an acidic spittle, maybe? But I don't... Unless we're going to go investigate it, I don't know that much.
Fair enough.
Okay. You guys will say get to right about here before you feel like you should start making camp.
Right.
Wow. Okay.
We've been traveling for a good, at this point, probably 12 hours, maybe more.
Yeah, about 11 hours, maybe 12.
Yeah. So. Okay, then let's set up camp and sign watches.
Okay.
Orion, now that you're with us, would you like to participate in watches? We tend to do 4 shifts of 2 hours each.
Yeah, I can take a watch. Whenever people don't want to, I will take that one.
Okay.
I can take one.
Okay, so that's Patch, Ariok.
Take one.
Yeah.
Suppose I can take a watch.
Well-
So that sounds like Dulnan, was that a we'll take a watch? I didn't quite catch.
Yeah, I'll take a watch.
Okay, so the 4 of us will take a watch then. Myself, Dulnan, Patch, and
Ariana. When do people want to be taking theirs?
I'll take first.
I'll take second.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take third.
And then I'll take the last one.
Alright,
And he like drops or throws down the sword into the dirt, and it just like sticks down and puts the shield on the handle. And okay.
Alright.
I will need somebody to roll one more d20.
I'm doing it.
Okay.
A 19.
Nice.
Okay.
Encounter time.
Gonna
and
get
then
ambushed in the night.
first watch. Roll me perception.
Can I roll Fidos?
Yes, you can roll Fidos.
Fido being your
Fido
canine
being-
companion.
Yes, the steel defender that he has made that looks like a dog. Okay. So about halfway into your watch, Fido perks up and starts looking into the brush generally about this direction from your guys' camp. And you hear rustling in the foliage. How do you react to that? Just to that start. Patch.
I will look over there and maybe just kind of make a bit of noise just to let whatever is in the bushes knows I know they're there.
Sorry, I'm grabbing one thing. Out of the brush, two robed individuals step out.
Oh.
Both elven in nature. Oh, hello, Metal Man.
Hello, pointy-eared people.
Whoa, whoa.
Are you lost?
No, I'm actually going on a journey right now.
We were kind of doing so also, but we were going to make camp tonight. Is it all right if we make camp with you?
Possibly.
Here we go.
I'm not a good judge of character, so how do I know I can trust you?
We are both druids from Harmony. We were out gathering herbs for different rituals we need.
Wait, you're from Harmony? Are you
Yes.
going back there?
We were going to, yes.
Oh. I'm actually going to Harmony as well.
Well, then we can travel together.
Possibly. Alright. I guess you can come over here and set up camp.
Perfect. And the female elf looks to the other, and they both come into camp, and they don't put down bedrolls. They don't really even have. They have like satchels, filled with things. But they both one turns into a cat, and the other turns into a small dog. And they curl up by your feet and fall asleep.
Well, this is awkward.
But the rest of your your watch goes without incident.
Alright. Who's taking second watch again?
Alright, my watch. Oh, who are these folk?
So they
Well,
just
they're
kind of
animals.
stumbled out of the woods.
By that
I-
point, they resume elven form and they're just meditating there.
They seemed
Yeah.
rather harmless, so
Well, you couldn't at least have let us know that they were here for
I
us to
mean-
maybe assess as well.
I mean, you seem like you need your sleep. So as long I'm watching them, so it's not like they're going to do anything.
Next time, at least get us up, okay? Like, there's no, like, I'd rather not be asleep when newcomers show up. Alright?
Okay.
It's a kind of thing.
Okay, don't get mad at me when I awaken you in your sleep.
Trust me. I'll be fine with just being woken up by you instead of maybe a potential interloper stabbing me in the throat.
That's fair. They did say that they're from Harmony.
We need to have. Alright, everybody up. Everybody up. Quick conversation.
What? Imagine waking up the group.
Yes, so, Hatch has welcomed some strangers into the group.
What?
Them over there, and I point to the two elves.
They're still just
Obviously.
trancing.
I'll be honest, don't really know how to feel about this. I don't
Whoa.
really know what to do about it.
What are they doing here?
Yeah, why are they here?
Hatch?
Oh,
What?
well, they're from Harmony and they wanted to
So they say.
to go with us.
So you
If
just
they're
believe them
from
at their word?
there, why are they?
I mean, they
Like they-
seem harmless.
What are their names?
I don't know.
Do they
I
seem
didn't
like
even
they
get
were
their
lying?
names.
I mean, I don't really know how to tell that.
Awesome.
Did they say they came from there? Right.
Yes.
So why do they need to come with us to go back? Presumably they know this area pretty well.
I think they said they were lost, but I guess that doesn't make any sense.
That didn't strike you as unusual.
Right. Patch,
Given that they're supposedly
whenever
from.
stuff like this happens, you gotta let us know.
Noted.
Matt, I'm gonna go over to one of the elves and see if I can kind of gently shake them awake.
Oh, hello, friend.
Hello. We were hoping we could have a chat with you.
Oh, yes. Your mental friend said that we could sleep here.
I'm sure he did.
I mean, not that we sleep. We don't really sleep, but you know.
Can I insight check them?
Sure.
No, they feel like they're being like
Sus.
suspicious. Oh, I still have my thing on.
I agree. I rolled a 23 for insight.
Yeah, I got a 16.
Wow.
16, sorry.
23 up for me.
They just seem like kids. They're probably pretty young.
Oh.
Oh yeah, they're elves, so it might be hard to tell their age just based
Yeah.
on.
They're very
Actually
hard
pretty
to
fair.
read, but they really do seem like they have the general energy of essentially like maybe a little bit younger than Ekemon, maybe around that same age.
Oh, they're probably pretty trustworthy then. Kids don't know how to lie.
And where is it that you're headed to?
We're going back to Harmony. We were supposed to grab herbs and things, but we're not very good at our jobs just yet. Me and
You're from Harmony?
yes, me and my sibling. We're both from Harmony.
What are your names?
My name is Saphael, and I am Liari.
Oh my gosh. They're gonna steal Kiara's name.
So rude.
Can you say the names one more time?
Yes, Saphael, and then Liari. Lyari.
It's spelled differently.
It was spelled just like it until I said that they're gonna steal their name. Then Matt changed it. I got the
Not-
soul reach.
Not at all.
Yes. See that.
Father is not going to be happy that we
No, these people are creepy.
we got lost from the group.
You were with
But
a
I-
group?
Yes, we were all trainees. We're learning to be druids.
Where is this group at, would you say?
They're probably back at Harmony.
They
We've been
left without
wandering
you?
for a day and a half.
Day and a half.
Yes.
What?
Okay.
My sister here, she saw a very pretty frog that she wanted to become, so she chased it, and we were in a part of the woods we've never been to before.
Wait,
Uh-huh.
I pull out the particularly shiny rock.
Yes.
I know you guys saw like a cool frog. What do you think of this shiny rock?
That's very cool. Can I have it?
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa!
Straight up have it.
Absolutely not. I need this.
Oh,
No
I'm
kids,
sorry.
play nice.
It's
I'm
very
sorry.
skippable. That's the note I have on it.
It's just not as cool as a very cool toad.
That's what you say, but then you wanted it.
No, but I can't become that.
Mm.
But I can, and it's Go use another use of the feature. He turns into, or they turn into a toad.
I have.
Man,
I don't know how to take in any of this.
oh jeez.
As he's hopping.
I told you, they're
as
harmless.
Hopping along the floor. Yes,
Are
yes.
they harmless?
Yes, yes. Linari, you're making a very good toad.
What
Matt-
happens
And she
when
goes
the
and
rest of
picks-
the party
picks them
finds
up.
us? Like the rest of their group.
Maybe we get a reward for returning them.
One of the elves is just holding the toad.
After we explain that we didn't kidnap them.
Matt, have we been following like a path
Yes.
through the woods? Okay.
I guess I don't think we gain anything from like lying to them if the group comes upon us. So, I
Why
guess
would you lie to us?
No, not to you. My point is that I don't think we gain anything by doing that. So I think the only option then is that we tell the truth if the rest of their group comes upon us. That they stumbled onto our campsite, took them in, and now we humbly return them to you. Something along those lines.
Could you not have just followed the path back to Harmony?
Oh, we tried to do that. We found a path and we followed it, but then it led to a dead end.
Did you
And that clearly didn't go to
retrace your
Harmony.
steps?
Hmm?
You can retrace your steps and go down a different path.
Oh, we tried that. We did. And she gets down onto the ground and begins tracing her footmarks in the ground.
Oh my god.
Hmm.
See?
How,
But it didn't
how old
work.
are you?
Oh, we're only 20.
I would like to insight.
Do I know?
Yeah, you'd like to
Like-
insight
Roll the
that?
20.
Literally 20, or like you're the equivalent of 20?
No.
I
literally
think they
20.
mean literally 20, yeah.
I rolled a 20, Matt, funnily enough.
I have to double check something.
They're lying. They're 19 and a half.
Specifically a half. No more than a half.
It is in fact their unbirthday today.
True.
Oh, Lord.
Okay.
Yeah, did I catch you off guard? They are lying, huh?
No. I was just double checking ages and maturity.
Oh, okay. For like arch witches.
Yeah.
You didn't
for
think we were gonna
archers.
give your elven children the third degree?
Yes, I didn't. Well, no, I did, but.
But also, no, you didn't.
I should know by now. I'm gonna inside check anything that comes out of your NPC's mouth.
That's fair. That's
If
very
it
fair.
You
seems
do
like
that
a
anyway,
specific
though.
detail, then we're gonna.
You do that even with the ones you trust.
Right, yeah, you do that regardless.
That's how you begin to trust them. By sussing out if they're lying.
Oh, sorry.
Uh-oh.
They do reach physical maturity at the same age.
Oh.
Oh
Maybe this
no,
will...
but it does encompass worldly experience. Yeah, 20. They are 20.
Hmm. Well, I
They are
guess
physically mature, but not mentally mature.
I
Right.
feel like we should let them stay then.
Alright.
I
Me.
I
As
think
long
I'm
as
comfortable providing
specifically
escort,
Pat
yeah.
keeps an eye on them.
We
Since you
we
don't
can
have to
we
sleep.
can give treats, and they like, and she opens her hands and has just like berries in them.
Alright. Again, I don't know what to make of this.
You know that those are edible?
Yes, I made them myself.
Ah.
I like to call them adequate berries.
What?
Back to bed.
Yeah. Good. No, wait. It's my turn on watch.
I go to sleep.
All right.
I go to sleep.
Still not trusting them.
The toad is already asleep, and the sister also trances.
I don't know what to make of this whatsoever. Okay,
No,
I'm just
roll
gonna.
me perception.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Yeah, 9. Good.
You,
Exactly what I wanted.
Every once in a while, you just look back at the children. And they are far too distracting. You don't really get much, but nothing really happens during your watch, so it doesn't matter.
I don't know what. I don't know. What? What if? What? All right. My watch is done. I believe Ariok, you are next.
Oh,
No.
I'm taking last.
Dulnan.
I'm asleep still, though.
All right.
Ariok never woke up?
No, he's still asleep. He's not third watch. It was Dulnan was third.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a mistake on my part.
I'm keeping a close eye on both of these elves.
Oh, I was going to say, it's very easy to use your passive perception because they are distracting you the entire time.
Yeah, no, I am. I have not been as suspicious of any NPCs as much as I am of these two.
Because by the end of Bell's watch, they have completed a long rest.
Right.
Oh, jeez.
So they are just like asking you questions
Here we
all
go.
the time.
What kind of questions?
Like, that's a really cool hat. Where'd you get that hat? Did you get it? Was it an award? Did you do something cool that got you a hat? Was it like,
No.
ooh, the duster? What about the, ooh, and like they pull out your metal arm and it's like, ooh, this isn't an arm. This is metal. This is different.
Yeah.
What is this all about? How did you lose your arm? What is going on?
Let's see.
This isn't an arm.
I got the hat in Karnath. I got the coat also in Karnath. I got the arm for before I left home in the holds. And I lost my arm in a unfortunate childhood accident.
Ooh, did you stick your arm where it wasn't supposed to be? I did that once and I almost lost my arm too. And have you seen this trick? I do this trick and like the other one does a cartwheel and
I get progressively less suspicious of these two.
and that's like your entire watch is just them doing that shit. You know, as children do.
I do my best to answer every question in order.
And they appreciate that. But with your passive, nothing really happens.
Okay.
It is by about that point, and probably during Bells as well, the feeling of like night actually fully takes over. And that tension goes away for a little bit. But then you go and wake up Ariok. And Ariok will roll pretty well. Actually at disadvantage. Much worse. As he is also bombarded with questions. And it becomes very difficult to keep an eye out for things.
Well,
but nothing happens. He wakes everyone wakes up. You guys gain the benefits of a long rest.
alrighty.
And you begin the trek towards Harmony again anew, now with these 2 children in tow.
These things.
We are not things.
And they do in fact seem to be children.
Yeah, they're like twice Ekman's age and like half as mature.
Yeah, I'm
That's
not
right.
I'm not as familiar with elves,
Don't
but
you forget it.
dwarves similarly mature at a slower rate than most humanoids.
I hang out with the kids as we walk.
And
We almost outnumber the adults.
ooh, are we planning a revolt? Are we going to take over? Are the children going to be in charge now?
It's
Excuse me,
certainly
what?
possible.
I would like that very much.
We don't have the numbers yet, though.
What would you
We
do
don't
if you were
have
in
the
charge?
numbers.
We would eat dessert for breakfast.
And we would make the adults find more shiny rocks.
Ooh, I like that idea. I like that a lot.
Isn't finding the shiny rocks most of the enjoyment of them?
See, that's what you would think. Silly adult,
That sounds so adult.
right? Oh, finding the things is the most enjoyment part. Yeah, okay. That sounds like someone who doesn't have a shiny rock.
All the fun is the journey to get there. No, it's getting there. Being there is cool.
Having it, yeah.
Would you enjoy your rock as much if you weren't the one to have found it? Ekemon?
I don't know,
Yeah.
Ooh,
but I enjoy having it a lot.
Ooh, Ekemon, I have a way to test this. Give me the rock.
No, never,
Just for a
Pass
second.
me the rock.
Just for a second.
never,
Please?
no,
Well, maybe you'll let me have it.
nope.
Okay.
Okay.
And they both
Oh,
go,
okay.
they both go up to let me have They both go up to Linaris and say, "Lady,
Yeah.
Ekemon isn't letting us play with the rock. He's hogging it. It should be everyone's rock."
It's a
I
symbol
mean,
of my power.
It's his though. Like, there's other rocks around. You can find new rocks.
But we want to play with that one.
Did you say please?
I did. And I said it as well.
I'm out of ideas.
I'm out of ideas.
That's it. I'm spent.
My one move.
You guys,
One move.
I will ask somebody to roll a d20 again.
I'll roll it this time. Roll d20 at the 17.
Okay.
Oof, more kids.
Oh God.
Jesus.
And then whoever's keeping an eye out, please roll me perception.
I'm distracted trying to keep a hold of my minions.
I was
guess- I
suspected
guess
by your
that-
minions questioning me, so
I guess that's me again.
apparently it was Patch.
The Steel
Oh, you're
Defender
right.
and Bell both did it.
Right. Okay.
I was always keeping
Oh, I
an
got
eye.
a 9.
Everyone was distracted by the children. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
The children are very distracting.
Milo doesn't get distracted.
The children for the next hour try to make Ekemon jealous by one of them turning into a cat. And then the other one holds the cat and they're like, "Rocks are so stupid. My cat is so much cooler. Look at her. It's so
It's so grrr.
And the cat is like,
I'm not jealous.
What is this?
13 times.
What even
my
is this?
Christmas day. I am not jealous.
And then that cat turns back into the sister, and then the sibling turns into a cat, and the sister
Okay.
walks around with the cat like, woo.
Oh, okay. I call the two of them back to me.
Yes, have you rethought? And she's like stroking the cat like a villain. Like, have you
whisper to
rethought our
them.
offer?
I have a different offer.
Mm-hmm.
Who wants the rock first?
The cat immediately changes. I do.
Okay. Here's what you have to do.
Oh God.
I will give you the rock. I'll let you hold the rock.
Give the
You
rock.
throw my rock, but you guys can play with it for the next, I don't know, 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
But for the next 2 hours, I want you to annoy Belle.
Ooh, we were going to do that for free.
Perfect. Now you get a rock. Go ask him many questions.
Why have you done this?
They take the rock. And they go. We were
Why have
just
you done this
we were
even
just
to me?
going to test the theory and the sister Saphira hands you back the rock.
Oh. Okay.
Does it feel the same?
You know what I have to say? It does feel a little different.
We
I
can never
think-
tell him.
Of course not. Of course not. You don't want the adults to get too big of a head. but
Exactly. They can't be right.
Never.
We will go commence Operation Annoy Bell.
Why have you done this thing?
And you watch as they both become birds.
Oh
Nope, they
my
can't.
God.
That's low. Sorry, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can't fly.
Damn it.
Unless they're moon druid. Wait, no, moon druids just ignore the CR, not
Yeah,
the
they
fly.
wouldn't know. Yeah. They are moon druids.
Squirrels.
They do become squirrels. And they
Why has this thing happened to me?
they they run up and each grab a pant leg and just start chewing on the on the fabric.
What?
You just have two squirrels on you, Belle.
nuts.
Okay.
I don't even know what happened. Like, that's crazy.
Ekemon.
What? What
Yep.
about it?
Never mind.
I don't know. Where did the twins go?
I say nothing. I simmer in irritation at this thing that has occurred to me against
What?
my will.
And once Yep.
Oh, sorry, no, go ahead.
No. They after they've gnawed a hole in your britches,
Right.
they
course.
tend huh. They begin crawling up your body.
All right. No, get the fuck off me. Get off. Get off.
Wow.
Ekemon, don't you think you should be picking on someone your own size?
What do you mean? I haven't done anything.
Belle's a
It's
little
true,
bit.
I'm shorter than you.
Yeah, Belle's the smallest party member, don't you think? It's a little mean.
I don't
to...
control what the twins do, okay?
Yeah. You do seem to be
I think it's hilarious, don't get me wrong, but
bit of a ringleader here.
what?
Get the fuck.
How's that?
They're older than me.
How's that rock doing?
Great.
You wouldn't dare.
Yeah, the
I
rock's
see-
great. I still have
Do
it.
I see the rock?
I don't know. What did you do with it, Ekemon? Put it away, or?
Yeah, I mean, it'd be on like one of my hip pouches.
Okay. Is it visible though?
Mounts put it away, no, but I would imagine you would have seen me put it in there.
Okay. Okay.
Like
fine.
that's like my normal spot where I would keep it, so like, you would know it's probably in there.
Hey, Belle, you want to give me a deck save?
Get these fucking squirrels.
Bro, I don't know what could have caused this.
And
They stay firmly attached.
Yikes.
God damn it.
the best part is I have the observant feat, so I was able to read your lips as
Oh
firing.
well.
They
Oh well.
they get to your sleeves and they like crawl inside your your sleeves.
I am less than amused in the most extreme sense of the word.
Dang. Yeah, I can't believe what some kids do these days. At least Ekemon never does anything like that.
Hey, come on.
Are you talking about yourself in the third person now?
Ekemon did, in fact, do that.
Nah.
Get these motherfucking...
They eventually work out the neck hole.
Ah. Get off of me.
Like,
How much does a squirrel weigh?
It's like a pound.
Enough to break the ice.
Okay, then I'm gonna cast Mage Hand to try and grab one of the squirrels off of.
Go ahead and make a dex check.
Okay. Well, I am not good at those. Yep, that's a 5.
They rolled a 20, so.
Fucker.
This is
Why am I
amazing.
not surprised?
They like look at the mage hand as it's coming
Wait,
towards
sorry.
them. Yes.
Wait, Matt, the because it's from the telekinetic feat, it is invisible.
Okay. They would have
Mhm.
disadvantage.
Ooh.
Apparently, I can also cast it with the verbal or somatic components. That's neat.
Okay.
That's cool.
So they also rolled a 5.
Oh.
So they as you grab one of them, they look at Belle, just like give a cartoonish like kiss on the cheek, and then you drag them away.
That's amazing.
I want to set them on Ekemon's head.
Ekemon, give me a deck save.
You got it. Dex save, you say. Well, here's what I say. Boom. 16.
You are
Damn it.
able to dodge the 2 squirrels that are dropped from not the sky, but above you.
Oh my gosh. Wait, can I tell that he did that?
Not really. It's invisible. You just saw
No, we
2
saw the
floating
cast it with the
squirrels.
components, right?
No, because it's from the telekinetic feat, it doesn't have any components for it either.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's yeah, because I think it's supposed to be. They give you the Mage Hand cantrip, but it's thematically not the
you have
Mage Hand.
telekinesis, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's supposed to be
A
much
little
more
weird.
like psionic,
Yeah.
Right.
without developing psionics.
I dodge it. I go, hey, oh my gosh.
They fall to the floor and transform back into the 2 elves, and they're just howling with laughter. Did you see his pants?
That was pretty funny.
He's going to have to get new breeches.
Grumble, grumble.
Kids these days are crazy.
So it's about 2 to 3 hours journey to the next fork. This one has enough of a curve that you don't know where it's exactly going. And there's not much of note to it, which does ring some sort of bell in the idea that the last 2 have had something weird about them, and this one's completely normal and doesn't go anywhere, to your knowledge.
Right.
but you can continue.
Same thing as before. Anybody wants to take a little looky-loo?
I'm good.
And now
Yeah,
that we
sounds
got
like a
the-
no.
Especially now that we got these two kids with us, it's probably best we.
Yeah, I'd rather we just
Try
get to
to get to
Harmony
Harmony
sooner
as-
rather than later at this point.
I agree.
Sam.
Okay. Then I will need another D20 and another perception for the next leg. Who wants the D20?
I'll do the D20. Ugh,
Okay.
pardon me.
Okay. I need to keep track of this somewhere. I was doing it earlier. Okay, and then give me perception, whoever's keeping an eye out. Okay.
12.
Along this leg of the journey, you do start to see treetops that have some of their branches like sheared away at unnatural angles, and you never find the like branches that these things must have created. The ground also has kind of that similar pitting.
Huh.
Is anyone else starting to think maybe we should investigate these since we keep on seeing this?
The people in Harmony might be able to shed some insight on it as well.
What if
Right.
what if we get to Harmony and it's all, destroyed?
You,
Well,
What?
Why would it be destroyed?
I don't know.
then
What?
there's a
Signs.
mystery to be
Oh.
solved.
Are you saying you want to investigate these pitted roads, Patch?
Does anyone else want to?
That's not an answer to the question.
I will if someone else wants to, but maybe we could investigate at least one just for the sake of investigating at least one of them. But I don't truly have an interest. I'd rather get to Harmony.
I mean, I don't think they're going anywhere. We can always come back.
All right.
That makes more sense, yeah.
So you continue down the pathway, and it starts out sporadic, these pieces of treetop that are just missing. And they start to get more and more frequent as you get to this fork. And down that fork, there are just entire, like, halves of trees dissolved.
Huh.
Hmm.
It seems a little more alarming.
Yeah.
So, and just to clarify, it seems like as if they're just gone. Like, not that they've been burned or cut, they're just gone.
Gone.
Seems
That
like
is-
it's getting worse.
If you want to go
Does.
and inspect one, you can give me an investigation check.
Perhaps we could try and make quicker time to Harmony, just in case they might be in trouble.
Right.
In inspecting the tree, like a tree close to you further, there is like a liquid on them. It's mostly basic at this point, but you get the feeling what happened here was acidic in nature. Like dissolved through the trees.
Okay.
I don't know what that means exactly.
Not
I mean-
nothing good.
Yeah.
Generally not, but something interesting.
Yeah.
And just to clarify, that destruction continues down the fork, not down the actual
Right.
road.
Right.
But you guys can redouble your efforts back towards Harmony if you would like.
I'm inclined to agree with Dulnan. We should maybe pick up the pace.
We'll come back here if we don't
Here
figure
now,
anything
so-
out.
Okay. You guys continue for another, 3 hours. You're going to get to just before this fork. That's been about 12 hours.
Gotcha.
If you guys would like to push further, you can. But
We could, but I'm guessing the kids aren't exactly keen on that. I'm guessing they're begging for sleep at this point.
we would like to trance.
Sounds about right.
My
Oh, we
feet
may as
hurt.
well go to sleep. Then we can hit Harmony, midday still and get things done as opposed to in the dead of night.
Right.
Yes, and then the night won't get us.
Right.
Night won't get you.
Yes,
Does the night normally get you?
that is how the night is.
Is the night? How does it get someone?
Normally with jaws.
What?
With jaws.
So it would be creatures of the night.
No, the night.
Is the knight
So
a person or a
Is the night
creature?
KNIT?
No,
Okay.
N-I-G-H-T.
it's a
Campfire
specific.
going.
It's the name of something.
It's a
Yes.
specific creature.
Yes.
Okay. What can you tell us about this night?
It's big. It's normally a little scaly.
Scaly.
Black scales. Wings.
I'm now paying attention.
Yep.
Is this possibly a
Right.
dragon?
Yeah. This is starting to sound draconic in nature, which is alarming.
They've never called it a dragon. They just call it the night.
Interesting.
And this is something that attacks Harmony?
No,
Or-
it roams throughout the forest. If it catches you while you're, out doing a task, it might eat you.
And you weren't afraid to be alone in the woods with this out there?
Oh, we were very
They were with
terrified.
They were with a group, remember? They got separated.
Yeah, but once you were separated, I mean, you didn't seem like you were scared out of your minds.
I guess we all show fear in different ways.
Huh.
We mostly became small creatures so that it might not find us.
Okay, that makes sense.
And we would have done it earlier too, but then we became squirrels. Which I guess
Yeah.
are small creatures. We're fine.
You did.
Well, we'll just make sure we keep a close eye out when taking watch then.
I take it, is it good at sneaking up on people?
Not normally. It's pretty big.
Okay, that's good.
How big? Can you show me how big with your arms?
They like get side by side and like extend their arms all the way out.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
At least that big.
Uh-huh.
The face, at least.
The face. Okay.
Interesting. A true monster.
That sounds exceedingly dangerous. Good to know. Good to know. Alright, Patch, you're up on first watch, so let's get this over.
I need
Alright.
one more d20 for the night.
I got you. A nat
Oh.
1.
Is that good or is that bad? Who knows?
It's a mystery.
Patch, go ahead and have Fido roll.
The night comes upon us.
Gross.
Good to know. Good to know. Good.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
to
no.
know.
Matthew,
New map.
please.
No.
Matthew, please.
New map.
Innocent little babbies.
I
We're
like the
dead.
mushrooms.
The mushrooms are pretty
You and
cool.
your friends are dead.
Yeah, you and your friends are dead.
So I'm guessing Fido found something.
Yes.
Well, let's see what happens.
I'm gonna readjust this just so the battle map shows everything.
Oh wow, you even called it the battle map. Okay.
It is. So go ahead and place your people where just anywhere around here you guys are making camp.
Right.
Right in the center.
Really? Attack of the Squirrels?
Yep.
Wait, what?
It's the new title of the stream.
I noticed
Why?
you guys' chat message a little late, but okay.
Am I just not allowed to? Okay.
I mean, so where are the squirrels appearing
Oh,
from?
did you Oh no, that was when they were attacking Bell.
Yep.
Were you not able to put out your thing? Oh.
There we go.
you
It wasn't letting me for the longest time.
are. Okay. So, Fido
Boy.
hears rustling from over here as
Also, I don't know why Fido has 0 HP.
because Fido doesn't have a defined character sheet, so you need to. How many hit points does Fido have?
26.
26. There you go.
Matthew?
Yes.
Is that? The fuck is
As coming out of the brush
Oh my
no.
gosh.
a scaled but almost gaunt creature, 6
Oh, no.
legs,
Ugh.
piercing red eyes,
Oh no.
terrible draconic wings.
Oh no.
We're going to roll initiative.
Yeah. Is that
Is
its
this the- is
size,
this
by
the
the way?
knight?
I'm just curious.
What?
Is that its size? I'm just curious.
Yes.
Really?
Hey Matt, I don't know what's going on, but the token is invisible to the stream. Oh, there we go.
Oh, I can also pull this over here.
Oh, crit!
Oh my
time.
gosh.
Yes, it is a medium-sized creature.
Oh, the map
Okay.
is a weird size too. Sorry,
Fair
about
enough.
Yeah,
Ah.
the map is a different size, is the thing.
that. Not a issue. What? Please make patch 16.
What does that mean? Oh,
I did the thing again.
Oh, that. God dang it.
Add a
Patch.
turn.
You
16.
can always add it yourself and then change the
Impossible.
number.
The possible
Monster
link.
Manual
Power.
expanded. What's its initiative?
Like 2.
Its dex is a +1.
Thank you for revealing that.
Yeah, anytime. It rolled something. Ah, there it is. Okay.
Oh my.
Jerk.
So Ekemon and
Oh, boy.
Bell are asleep.
Yep.
This creature
Oh boy.
is going to fly 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
How high up is this creature in the air?
Oh my
It's
God.
like just like maybe 5 feet. Like not
Gotcha.
not
Okay,
much.
it's like
Nothing
hovering.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. It sets down. And then let's actually go set down like that. Okay.
Oh my
It
God, is it gonna
open-
attack with both of
It
us?
opens its jaw,
Oh no.
and lets loose an acid breath.
No.
Yeah, that explains that.
I'm going to need Fido and Patch to both make Constitution saves.
Oh
Does acid
boy.
effects that deals more damage to constructs?
Yes.
Well, that's a thing in this game, I think.
Is it? Oh, that's
Patch
I'm
got
pretty
an
sure that
11.
There
And
are
Fido?
effects that deal extra damage
Do I?
to constructs.
Oh, there we go.
Fido
Mm.
succeeded. Patch did not.
Good job, Fido.
So, I'm going to roll some damage.
some damage.
I have
Don't
to
do it.
check. Okay.
Don't do it.
I'm guessing it's a lot.
So I need to roll these plus 1 more.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
see, I was right. 'Cause he's a construct.
So no, it's because I can't roll 6.
well.
I mean I can from typing. I just didn't want to type. So 22 points of acid damage to Patch,
What?
Ouch.
and 11 points of acid damage to the Steel Defender to Fido.
Okay, you have
Fucking
feelings. though.
ow.
You said 22?
Yep,
Okay then.
I rolled poorly.
Oh, did you now?
That
Well,
might be a
that's it
lie.
for
That
us.
might. No, I did actually. I forgot those aren't D6s. Yes, I did roll poorly.
Wait,
That's
So-
alarming.
Oh, I see. Can I? I can.
But that's its turn. So Patch.
He's gonna die.
Normally I would go after it, but I guess I want to wake people up here. Can I? Oh yeah, I'm gonna. Hey guys, wake up! There's a scary creature.
You take your action to wake everyone up. So
And-
everyone after you will be in initiative at the right initiative point.
And
Rip.
as a bonus action, I will move
Hey Bell,
Fido.
Yeah?
what was your initiative?
It was 8.
Ah, so this 21 is from a different thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
21.
There's
I
just
don't
a
see a
21,
21
in
anywhere
here.
on the board.
I just got rid of it.
Right.
Bell was
and
on my
no-
turn order twice.
Oh.
That's interesting because I've never, no point tonight have I rolled a 21.
It might be
Anything.
from last time. You might have just
Well,
been the
he-
only one
Oh, it
left.
might have been.
He's a
Might have
rogue. He
been.
used to go twice.
Oh, remember when you fought Father Yeldon? I think you were the only one on the
Ah,
tracker.
yeah.
Dulnan, you are prone but awake now.
All right, I will get up.
Mm-hmm.
Do I see this creature?
Yeah, through the brush you see.
Okay. Then Yes, I will use the rest of my movement to go there.
Oh.
Huh?
Hey, Dulnan, I need you to make a Constitution save.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Save.
It's fine. It's
Still
probably
acid.
fine. You are just fine. Your
Fine.
your eyes meet the red eyes of this creature, and
Oh,
you
no.
feel your muscles begin to tense, but you're
Okay.
able to push that feeling away.
Then am I able to shout as I notice this to avert your gaze?
Yes.
Okay. Then as an action, I'm gonna cast Tasha's Mind Whip at it.
'Kay.
So it needs to make
Ooh.
an intelligence save.
Okay, that's at that.
DC 14.
Okay. Yeah, 6 isn't enough. So
Okay, so
Alright.
it'll take 7 psychic damage. I rolled very low on the damage. It also cannot take a reaction until the end of its next turn.
Okay.
And then on its next turn, it must choose whether it gets a move, an action, or a bonus action. It only gets one.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, I want to try and telekinetically shove the creature. So it needs to make a strength saving throw.
Strength. Okay. D20.
DC 14.
I just makes it.
Okay. Then nothing happens.
Uh,
It can willingly fail if it
it
wants.
does not decide to willingly fail.
Dang it.
Linaris, you have to, at the beginning of your turn, decide on whether or not you're averting your gaze.
Well, Dulnan yelled at me, so yes.
Okay.
I trust Dulnan. So I get up.
Yep.
And I move over here to get a. But I'm keeping my gaze low, like I'm
Yeah.
trying to look at its feet.
Right.
I've looking at its feet can't be. I mean, they're gross, but it can't be
It's probably fine.
bad. Oh. And I'm going to throw a scorching ray at it.
Okay.
And for any listeners, you're going to notice that I know more spells than a 4th level sorcerer should. That's because Matt helped me build my character on a variant rule that gave me some auto-learned spells based on my draconic heritage. So I just have some extra fire stuff.
Fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Since
Fire.
since newer sorcerers are getting essentially like bloodline spells, I decided that we should update the draconic sorcerer to have something similar.
So anyway, scorching ray. I'm gonna lob basically 3 scorching rays at it.
Yes. Go ahead and make your attacks with disadvantage.
Disadvantage. What did it even? I'm not entirely sure what it did. I told it to roll thrice, and it rolled 2 things. So I guess I'll roll.
2 more times.
I'll- Yeah. Anyway.
First one's a miss. Second one's a miss.
Third one?
Third one hits. 10
Yay!
points of fire damage.
Yeah, for the most damage, too.
Woohoo!
Okay.
And then, so that was only 2 hits, right? Or
Yes.
two attacks so far. Okay.
That was
So-
yeah.
Third roll is
That's
a
a
12.
miss.
That's not gonna hit either.
Yep, that's a miss.
Okay. Yeah. Turns out looking only at its feet makes it hard to hit the body.
Yeah. You
Oddly enough.
released 3 scorching rays, but you hit 2 into the dirt, and the third one makes contact with the center of the beast, which burns away some of its scales. It lets out that
I don't like it.
and then Belle goes, ah, that messed up.
Ah,
There we go. Are you averting your
Alright.
gaze?
Having just gained consciousness,
You did hear Dulnan say as well.
yes, but also knowing that I can only really do my best work when I can actually see the thing, I'm not going to avert my gaze.
Okay, roll me Constitution.
We'll get up first before anything else.
Yep.
And now con save.
Yep.
All right.
Oh. Well, that's just straight Constitution. You didn't roll the say. Well,
It's the same number.
yeah. It doesn't matter, I guess, if you don't have proficiency. Yeah.
Okay. You are now restrained.
All right. Cool.
As your muscles tense.
Yep. Does that? Am I unable to act? I'm trying to remember restrained. I know I
think
can't
you're
move.
restrained is you can't move and your attacks have disadvantage.
Yeah.
Double checking conditions. Since the thing I'm looking at isn't in.
Right.
Most conditions. Oh, what the fuck? Restrained. Your speed becomes 0.
Right.
Attack rolls against you have advantage, and your attack rolls have disadvantage. And you have disadvantage on dex saves, but you can still.
All right. So I can still. All right. Well, I mean, I'm gonna do it. I will struggle and throw one dagger.
Okay.
Unsurprisingly, since this is at disadvantage, these are not sneak attack if they connect.
Right.
Oh, I did not mean to do normal. Hang on. This is
That's a miss.
okay. And then bonus action, same thing again.
Go ahead.
Advantage.
That's also a miss, unfortunately.
All right, and I rolled well for those. Oddly
You
enough.
apparate the 2 psychic blades and you throw, but your muscles tense at the wrong time, and they both kind of fall to the ground and dissipate.
Ah.
The creature seems to chuckle at you.
My
Ekemon,
turn.
do you avert your gaze? Also,
Yeah, I do avert my gaze.
'Kay.
My question I had, because I don't remember from last session, do my tentacles get attacks opportunity?
I don't believe so.
Okay. So I move 15 feet there because I stand up for half my movement.
Right. Bell. For the role play, go ahead and take inspiration.
He said he'd be right back.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
Go ahead with your turn. Remind me to give him inspiration.
Then. Okay, so
Oh, you said you heard
attack
that?
opportunity.
Perfect.
In which case, I'll just like try to body block it, I guess. I'm going to summon my tentacle in this space.
Okay.
Because I'm averting my gaze from it, but I can kind of put it. I
Right.
assume like
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. The
I summon a kind of ghostly pink and purple tentacle. My for those listening, my imaginary friend Scory gives me magical powers, and it's the source of my magic. So yeah, I summon this tentacle time, as we like to say,
Of course.
and we're gonna go ahead and attack.
Okay.
For 19.
That hits.
Perfect. There's no clickable. Whatever. That's a bonus action to summon it and do the attack.
Right.
For 13 damage, cold damage, and I believe its speed is reduced by 10 till next turn. Yeah, speed is reduced by 10
Perfect.
till the start of my next turn. Sorry. And then as an action, another question for you, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
Ray of Enfeeblement. Are you
Yes.
familiar with the spell?
Yes.
Would that work? We haven't seen this thing make like claw attacks yet, but that works with like claw attacks, right?
It's any
'Cause
strength-based thing, yes.
Okay. Okay. I was just confused. It says weapon attacks and like they're like, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna cast it. So it needs to make. Oh, I just need to make a ranged spell attack. Oh wait, that's not disadvantage because I'm not looking at it.
Yes, it is.
Maybe I won't then. You know, let's just. Oh jeez, let's just Eldritch Blast at disadvantage.
Okay.
Rolled an 18 on disadvantage.
That hits.
Sorry, I was trying to roll the damage at disadvantage. I was
Good.
very confused with the menu. 7 force damage.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Perfect. It gets to its turn. It's going to see if it gets the breath weapon back.
Hopefully not. We all end up for it.
Nope.
See,
It
I'm about
now
to die.
it decides to take its action this turn. Does it decide to take its action?
A really nice line right here.
It doesn't have the breath weapon back. If only. That would have made things easier.
What do you want from me? I had 15 feet of movement. I had to be able to.
I
see
did
this fire.
too.
Yeah, but I couldn't get to where you are because I was like here.
It's going to choose.
Rob.
Yeah, right?
It's going to choose to take its movement.
Oh.
Oh no.
A bold move.
Because it knows the tentacle doesn't get attack of opportunity.
Oh, it's running away.
Oh no.
And it flies into the sky also.
So it can attack us again endlessly.
It's
Yeah.
the vampire all over again.
I was just
Yeah.
gonna say.
God.
Do you guys
Mother-
give chase?
No, I'm
I
afraid.
would say yes. I don't want that thing attacking us. Patch votes yes.
I am
Oh,
not
no.
fast enough.
Yeah, we can't catch it.
Yes, Matt, how far away does it get? It gets that far on its turn?
Yeah, it takes its movement to fly 50 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I guess
well.
theoretically, we could have another round here where we do stuff and maybe it matters.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it it's over here?
It's way up in the top left.
So like this direction.
Yes.
Way top left.
Keep going, my friend.
It's in that direction.
So from here, could I reach it with firebolt?
Was the range of firebolt?
120 feet.
Well, 55 is less than 120.
Okay. Well, I can't see it.
You can zoom out.
It's on the map.
You can zoom out.
Oh, it is.
It is still on the map.
Oh, never mind. Again, see, I whatever. Okay.
I understand. I didn't realize you weren't zooming out. I thought that you just didn't
forgot.
understand. Sorry.
Okay, then I will firebolt it.
Okay.
Matt, if you move our turn order box out of the way, would we be able to see it on the stream as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Sorry. I was
Just
trying
thought
to
I'd
keep I was trying to keep the turn order in play and did not.
Wait, is that? I think I did the
You
right
rolled
thing,
a
right?
nat 1.
Wait,
Ooh.
did I roll the wrong thing?
You rolled. No, you rolled the
No.
right thing. You rolled a
Okay.
d20 plus 6, and you got a total of 7.
Well
You let go of the fire, but the acid has burned into one of your arm's internal wiring, and you let it go wide.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And this tree now has a little fire on it.
Gosh.
Fido gonna do anything?
Patch
Yeah,
can start
Fido can't
forge
really
fires.
reach him, so
'Kay.
no.
Dulnan?
Matt, if I were standing here, would I be able to see it? Like if I'm
Yes, because
It-
this like foliage is kind of low. It's only about 50 feet in the air. It's definitely like peeking over.
okay, then I will move my 25 feet forward. I will cast magnify gravity around it. So it needs to make a con save.
Okay, it actually has some kind of proficiency in this save.
14.
14?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I rolled low, so 12.
Nice. Okay, so it takes 7 force, and I'm casting at second level. It takes 7 force damage, and its movement speed is halved.
Okay.
And then, how far am I from it? I think that's out of range for my telekinesis. Yep, it is. So that is my turn.
Linaris.
All right, I've still got pretty good range on it. And since it's not facing us, I can safely look at it. So there won't be disadvantage this time.
Yep.
I'm gonna Scorching Ray again.
Okay. Roll the attacks.
Yep. 1. Tahoo. A 3. A 15, a 20, and a 17.
The 15 just misses. The 17 and the 20 both hit. It falls
What?
and is crushed by the gravity. Its corpse is over
What?
there. You guys can always harvest it if you'd like.
We were that close to killing it?
Yeah,
Uh,
that's why it was
guess.
leaving.
That's why I ran.
Oh, I thought I was doing a hit and run thing.
I rolled so low on damage.
Yeah, exactly.
too. I rolled a
It
7
was
on
way,
3d6.
was way scarier than it was.
Yeah. So
Well,
let's
the druid,
So I have a theory.
the druids perk up and like, oh, you killed one of the knight's kids.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
Of
don't think
course.
that is
Wait,
the only
what?
one.
Yeah, you
That-
did.
that makes
We
a
said
lot
it was
more
this
sense.
big.
Yeah, that's why I didn't really track, but okay, that makes a lot more sense. Well,
so it's
I would like to
possible
investigate the body.
we might have
Go
made
right
them
ahead.
mad now.
I'm specifically investigating. I'm not trying to get anything out of it. I'm just like poking it and prodding it because I'm like, what the are
yeah,
you?
it's
I
acidic.
would
so be
also
careful.
like to.
Okay, go ahead. Both of you. Okay.
Patch is slightly more investigative than I am.
You guys start prodding the body, and can I have both of you also roll me Arcana?
Yes.
Because technically those monsters are monstrosities, I do believe. Okay.
It's weird that I'm trained in Arcana since I don't want to be trained in Arcana, but it was literally my only option after every, like, between the proficiencies that I get shoehorned into because of other factors, it was literally the only option I had left. It's very weird.
This is more of like you have a blood sense. That's what it is.
Yeah. Well, especially
Um,
because I figured, like, especially because we're both, draconic, like, I feel it.
Yes. This is weirder because it's you've actually the bigger thing is you've heard about this through smithing, and it's arcane forces, but they have kind of a smithing application. And by the way, Belle, could you roll me another Constitution save so that we can see
Oh, yeah,
if you actually get
Oh,
to
yeah.
move?
That's actually pretty fair.
Or did Ekman have to have the tentacle drag you over?
I don't think Ekemon's coming
Please
over
no,
here.
Please no. Please no. Please no.
Well,
Okay.
Ekman's on a break. Ekman will be back. He's taking a bio break.
The
Oh.
the
Still, I feel like Ekemon
Yeah.
wouldn't want to go near the body.
that
He's a kid, of course he would.
that muscle
that's
clench
actually-
goes
yeah.
away.
Ah,
You've heard of creatures called basilisks. And this looks like a weird bastardization of a basilisk that has mated with a dragon of some kind.
Ugh.
Dragons will fuck anything, won't they?
Which is why it has six limbs, much like a basilisk.
Right.
And it also has like the acid and.
Well, the acid isn't a basilisk.
Yeah,
thing,
the acid. Yeah. Not
But
a
the
The acid is the
petrifying
dragon side.
But the petrifying,
yes, the petrifying
gaze
one, too.
is. Yeah, Elijah, you haven't done a lot with D&D basilisks. They're a little weird compared to what like not historical but mythological basilisks, since those are more like snake-like. And D&D, they are these like lizard monsters.
Basilisks
3 different schools of
in-
thought on basilisks. There's
in
like the snake
mythology,
basilisk of Harry Potter. There's the
Yeah.
lizard basilisks in D&D, and then there's like chicken basilisks.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Well, the chicken
the snake
basilisk,
stuff is pretty exclusive to Harry Potter,
but
from
isn't
what I
the?
understand.
I thought that the.
Uh,
What? I've heard of snake basilisks outside of Harry Potter. I feel like.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That is what popularized that concept of snake to my knowledge.
I
could be wrong.
I thought they were from Greek myths.
because
There are basilisks in Greek myths. They are not snakes, though.
yeah.
and the chicken ones aren't basilisks though. Those are cockatrices.
No, there are snake basilisks part of.
If I Google image
saw-
basilisk, I see a chickens.
Yes, there.
Yep.
I don't remember what specific mythologies they're a part of, but they
They're
are
there.
more along the lines of like they're similar to cockatrices, but
Mhm.
notably different.
Interesting. Anyways, history lesson.
I thought so too, Pat. I think it looks like a metal album cover.
Come for the inept stream management. Stay for the history lessons.
Right. Potentially inaccurate
What
history
happened with
lessons.
this
Yes.
thing?
It actually died.
Oh my God, these are some crazy chickens.
What?
Sorry.
It's a
okay, we
small
actually
one,
killed it.
Ryan. There's
Yeah,
Yeah,
more.
it's a baby.
Yeah, we're out of combat.
Cool.
You did admit Bell did die though.
Yep, Bell dead.
He's not
That's
a
not
statue.
the case. That is inaccurate.
The squirrels really weakened him.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Why are you mad?
Squirrels.
Just to give a
weakened.
bigger picture to you guys in the Discord.
Anyway, I investigated the corpse and I figured out, hey,
What the?
parts of this are like a basilisk, but other parts of this are like a dragon. A dragon and a basilisk must have done the do.
Yes.
What's the
Um,
the dude?
Either that
There's
or
no
maybe
other
someone was
conclusion.
experimenting.
I mean, except that like the kid said that it's one of the knight's children, which implies
Right.
that the knight is probably the dragon parent, or maybe
Right.
there's a long
Well,
lineage of
It also implies
dragons
there's
who
more.
fuck basilisks. I don't know.
Right.
Also, that a lot of creatures born of scientific experimentation generally aren't able to reproduce.
That too.
They're often one-off sort of creatures. Obviously, not exclusive, but
Yes. You know what? I completely forgot, and Ryan is going to instantly go, "Oh, that means they're bad guys." I forgot to put Ariak on the thing. Oops.
He was guarding the squirrels.
Yes, he was guarding the children. The children that need protecting.
I don't think that makes him a bad guy.
The real
Aryak-
children.
I trust Arya. The kids, on the other hand, I don't know.
Well, they're children from his city, so in his mind, they're probably like under his protection because he's, you know, blah 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 blah.
Just as a heads up, he's not from Harmony.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
He's
he's
just
from the
fighting
different woods.
Anyway,
he's
so
a very
Ryan,
honorable
still?
sort. Therefore,
Yes.
he's guarding the children
Or
who
is that
cannot
what we
protect
call it?
themselves as well.
But I like
He has
I
seen the
like
tentacle and he knows Ekman's might.
I like your version of it actually better. Would you guys?
Okay.
Is there anything from this creature you would like to try and harvest?
Oh, that makes sense. I'm a kid.
So,
Uh,
is this creature? I mean, is there anything of interest in here?
I mean, it's a
look at the
basilisk
picture in Discord.
dragon. So
It's got spines.
What are
you
its
said it was
scales made
scaly,
out of?
right?
Scale.
Scales rather than scale.
yeah.
um,
What
It-
kind of
you
answer were you
can-
expecting?
It has.
I mean, I'm gonna go back to bed. If you want to try and descale this thing, have fun. But like, you've already got acid eating through your arm. Maybe you should also heal up.
Ryan, the
Yeah,
scales
I
are
think
made
I
of
will.
gold coins.
I don't know. I was hoping for maybe this creature had some kind of metal
Linaris,
or something that could be made into
Linaris
metal on it.
would also know with that check. You could possibly salvage the gland in the head of the creature that causes the petrification. Possibly.
Right.
So like
Really?
behind the eyes, there's this part of it. That's the part that like is used for like smithing magic weapons. So like it was part of my journeyman exam to like know kind of like what they look like. And like so behind the
Right.
eye is this thing that like projects the effect through the eye. And if you take the eye out carefully enough, then you can maybe get to the gland without popping the gland. But you can't like if you pop the eye, you probably pop the gland. So you have to be careful on both parts.
Right.
I would like
Well-
to try to remove it.
I mean, have at it. I am terrible.
Yeah.
Like I can identify them, and I can. I'm only a journeyman. I didn't get trained on like how to make magic weapons. I just had to know like the bits so I could help a master. But yeah, on the part where like they wanted me to help with like extracting parts for that didn't go so well. Turns out I'm not a surgeon.
Right. All right, everyone
Um,
stand back.
Yeah, yep.
Go
I
ahead
stand very far back.
and
And
roll
roll.
a survival.
We had the same idea, Alec.
Yeah.
Survival?
Yeah. Survival is usually associated with harvesting from creatures.
Yep.
Ooh.
They're
Is anyone
decent.
particularly
It's
wise in
not
our group?
bad.
That would be
Yes.
Dulnan.
Dulnan probably.
Dulnan or
He is the
Fido?
wisest among us.
I'm wise. I am also not touching this creature.
So that's why he's not.
Because you're wise.
Yeah, there you go.
You what implement are you using to cut this thing out?
Did you perhaps borrow a dagger from someone?
I know.
I can't wait for this answer because I think I know what it is.
Boy.
What could go wrong? Use the arm blade.
Yeah, what could go wrong?
Because the tool determines the DC.
Oh, it does.
Use a hammer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, it's much easier to do something with the right tool than it is to do it with the wrong one.
Yeah, for instance, using herbalist tools here, probably not a good idea.
For instance, if you try to, cut open a chicken with a knife, that'll work. If you try and hit it with a hammer to cut it open, you will get it open, but there will be problems.
Mhm.
It won't be cut. It'll be bludgeoned open.
Yes.
So I take it those tools wouldn't be good.
What specific part of the smith's tools is there? Are you thinking?
This ought to be good.
Oh, jeez.
Because like the best thing I can think of is like the tongs from smith's tools.
Yes, I will use the tongs.
Okay.
Good luck with that, my guy. Don't you have a sword attached to your arm?
You
Would that be better?
I
For
don't know.
cutting?
I
Is
don't
that
know
a
to
pair
you.
of tongs?
Okay, fine. I'll use the sword.
okay?
Go in your kitchen, get a
Okay.
pair of tongs, and try to cut something with it.
You.
I mean, I would create the right tool if I could, but we don't have an hour, do we?
I mean, it's in the
Well,
middle
we're
of the
gonna
night. We do.
sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, well then, okay. I would like to spend an hour to make the right tool.
Matt,
What
I'm
is
going
the
to
go
sleep.
to
wording on
bed.
that ability? Yes.
Right.
yeah, I
okay.
would like to go to the bed.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
can go back.
Have fun with the corpse. Back to the bed area.
Back to bed.
Oh Lord, is that just a general artificer ability, or is it specifically the
Yeah, it's
smith?
It's a class feature, not a subclass.
The right tool for the job.
Well, it doesn't. It's a little vague. It doesn't say I can just create whatever I want. Well, I mean, I can, but it doesn't say that I have to know what I have to create.
You're creating
Well, you-
artisans tools.
You certainly
Right,
would
okay.
have to create. You have to know
Yeah.
what you want.
I will link you this page. Take a look at those and give me a set that you want.
Mhm. I mean, I know what I would want for this.
Okay, I guess I'll take the
I have a couple of
alchemist supplies.
Okay.
Hmm.
What?
Not what I was expecting. No,
Well,
you're good.
that's fine. You picked alchemist supplies,
Okay,
yes?
you pick alchemist tools.
Okay.
What tool in that set do you want? Are you trying to use? Like, when you think of an alchemist tool set, what is the thing that you are going to try and get this thing out with?
So I assume there's a scoop I can use for the eye.
I'm sorry.
A scoop
Never
for
heard of it
the
referred to
eye?
as a scoop.
Oh, isn't there like
You're not going-
descriptions of these toolkits?
You're also not going for the eye, just as a heads
Well,
up.
yeah, I'm removing the eye, right?
No, there is a gland in the back of its head
Oh,
that like is focused through the eyes. So you need the gland, not the eyes.
well,
Yeah,
yeah,
you-
but I thought I
You
had
could
to remove.
go
I thought,
through from behind the eye to get to it, or you could go through the
Yes.
skull. Is kind of the
Yeah.
option here.
Yes.
Okay.
If that's what you're going to do,
No, I mean, I
no,
don't.
That's fine.
I thought I was removing the eye so I could get to the gland, but
That's a way you could try to do it, it's
so,
just-
so with that initial 16, you are able to scoop out the eye with, let's say, like a measuring cup. You heat it up with you have
all are wild.
firebolt. You focus that and heat up the metal measuring cup and scoop out the eye. So the next part is to get into the brain, into that gland, and remove it, which is the next part of what tool do you want to use?
to get the gland out.
Yes. They're like bits of like muscle and muscle tissue that hold it to the head, and you know it obviously has like veins and a blood supply.
Okay, so then I will use my sword to cut them.
Okay, give me another survival check.
Yikes.
I hope it.
Oh, that's not.
Oh.
Oh, it did not go well.
It popped.
It wasn't a 1. So you
Dang.
cut the different pieces. It's very unwieldy because its eye socket is not gigantic.
Right.
So the sword becomes very unwieldy as you're maneuvering it with your arm. But you feel the last bit come free. You sheathe the sword in your hand, and your actual hand comes out. You reach in to grab it, and the gland has turned to stone.
Rip.
So you have a Dracolisk petrification gland that you can add to your custom items, but you need to put in parentheses petrified.
Okay.
Still can be worth some amount. It's just not going to be.
It is a rare
incredibly
item.
Useful. Yes. And then I'm guessing you go back to bed. Unless would you like to harvest anything else from this creature?
I feel like there's nothing else, so
I mean,
I will go to.
Okay.
I mean, what else would there be?
you
Like
can take
scales?
scales. You can take claws.
Nah,
You can take wing membrane,
Nah.
teeth.
nah.
Okay, first watch is done. Second watch.
Alright. Beside. Alright, Okay.
Okay.
Masters show up on our doorstep once more.
No. Through the night, about halfway through your watch, you do hear a very, very distant
We didn't hear that.
Oh.
Yeah, didn't hear that last bit.
There's a Did
I
that
heard
one
the
go
start
through?
of that one.
Damn it.
We heard a.
You hear a screech. I would do the thing,
Okay.
but apparently my mic hates me when I do it.
Okay.
You
hear a screech in the
a
darkness.
distant screech. You wait a second, you tense. And then you hear a very, very distant screech. Another one. Another one. Another one. And that tension never leaves your body. About 30 minutes more into your watch, you start to hear the flapping.
Okay. Get up.
It's still it's way above your head, and you can't see it, but you
Okay,
hear it.
Maybe I'll just stay quiet. I hide.
Go ahead and stealth. Okay.
I feel hidden.
Oh my god, Belle.
I feel hidden.
Where's the adult one?
Excuse me.
Oh god.
Oh, Matt, no.
That's probably not going to see.
No, please.
Really?
Whatever.
You
can take
take
it.
care to kind of cover people like the worst offender is Patch.
Yes.
Always.
Who, while powered down, still kind of mumbles to himself.
Shut the fuck
you
up. Shut the
come-
fuck up.
Really?
Shut the fuck up.
The flapping gets louder, louder, and then further, and further. It's past you.
I'm just gonna stay hidden for a while longer. Till I can't hear it anymore.
Probably about 10 minutes before the end of your watch, the flapping is completely silent.
I will have to let Dulnan know. He wakes up.
Third watch.
Yep. Dulnan.
Yeah.
Just very big sounds of wings flapping. And by, I believe, over the camp. There was screeching as well. Very far off. And multiple. Point is, I think that thing's mother, or mother, I guess, might be up and about. So just be aware of that.
All right.
And they
Good to know.
were all distinct screeches, just as a heads up. Almost like a
Good to
call and
know.
response.
Good to know. That's alarming. I relay this additional piece of information as I lay me down to sleep.
And pray to dragons your soul to keep.
Basically.
Dulnan, will you roll me perception?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, 23. The rest of your watch is pretty uneventful. There's no more screeches. There's no more flapping. With your passive investigation and your perception, you actually do notice the creature's corpse begins to dissolve itself.
Great.
But that's about the most eventful thing that happens in the night.
Okay.
Actually, we have to roll back. How are you guys dealing with the tree on fire? Sorry, forgot about this. Was going to say it earlier.
Oh right,
yeah, there
that
is
was
that.
a thing.
Well, okay. I got a water skin. I guess I'll start pouring that out.
Okay.
That's all I've got. It's not nearly enough, but
I wish I knew like earth magic instead of fire magic, and then I could just like shovel dirt on it.
You know what they say: fight
Right.
fire with fire.
I guess Matthew, if there's
Oh,
any,
Actually, yeah. Go ahead. Yes.
are there any like? So did it like strike a cluster of branches and it's starting to spread to the rest of the tree?
Struck at the center of this tree, like right in the meat of it, and has
Okay.
begun to catch that on fire.
How
Okay.
how big is the flames?
Um,
Would you say that they are torch sized or smaller?
I would say they're probably just a little bit bigger than a torch.
Okay, so I couldn't use warding wind to extinguish it then.
That would help. I think that and the
'Cause it-
water skin.
Okay, because it
Expending-
specifies torch sized or
Right.
smaller.
Expend the water skin. And I think the spell, yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Then I would
Um,
have during my watch used arcane recovery
Right.
just in case.
Okay. I noticed the red on the tree. I was like, that was something that we needed to resolve. Perfect. Last watch is Ariok. Who is busy eating the adequate berries from the children. And doesn't notice much, but everyone wakes up, and we are back to the forest.
Whew.
Are we
Forest.
long rested?
No.
Yes, by the sounds of it.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Good.
There we go. I was like, why didn't that
A long
change?
rest.
Alright.
I'm going to have you guys roll one more d20.
Not it.
Got it. Nope.
I rolled a nat 1 last time. I'm not doing it.
Okay. Okay. I'll do it this time.
I made us encounter a Dracolisk.
It did in fact do
Yeah, but that was fun.
Perception
cool.
checks. Whoever's doing that.
I'm just happy to be in the forest.
Linaris knows that's not her
Looking
strong
out.
suit.
Eee.
Hey!
Ooh, time for a crit.
Good job, Belle.
Oh me.
Nothing much to note. Because of your encounter, when you get to this fork, there isn't much of that dissolving to the woods there.
Hmm.
And you start to maybe think about like snakes, and their like baby snakes are some of the more dangerous creatures just because they overexpend venom.
Right.
This creature, as a young creature, may have just been expending too much acid, trying to catch creatures or food in the
Right.
woods, and thus is why all that damage was happening. But it takes you
Right.
till about midday for you guys to get to Harmony, and one more scene transition.
Woo.
Wow. Aw, it's cute.
As we get to, it's just a little township.
Tiny stumps look like turtles.
Yes.
They do kind of look like turtles.
All the stumps, by the way, are full trees. I just wanted to get rid of the foliage to get rid of like line of sight blocking.
Sure.
There's the same with that battle map, that last one. You guys make it in, and there is a older, though hard to tell other than the like white hair, elf, in similar adornment to the children, but much more intricate designs. And both the kids go, "Father!" and they run past you guys to the elf. "Oh, little ones, you got lost. I worried for you. Did you have fun with these ones?" "Yes, they were the most fun. They let us be squirrels and and ask questions, and we ate that one's britches."
My britches are completely fine, because I adjust them slightly.
Well, that's good to hear. I was going to compensate you for them, but if they're just fine, then everything's good. Welcome to Harmony. Oh, Ariok. God damn it. Hutherol. It's good to see you. Maybe go back to your place of residence. We have things to talk about. Come this way. And he starts leading you into the towards this building.
Follow.
He opens the door into like a small common area. And there's probably about 5 or 6 other various races, people in these same like robes, all sitting cross-legged around a like small, basically like a coffee table, drinking tea and kind of going over druidic forms. If you'd like, take a seat, and you can grab a cup of tea if that is to your liking, or we can take this more private if necessary.
I would love a cup of tea.
I don't really drink, but thank you.
And he grabs the kettle and pours out some and hands it to you. It's a warm, earthy tea. Probably made from plants here. In the Duskwood specifically, maybe not in Harmony. Can I have you roll a Constitution save?
What?
Really?
Yes.
Who else drank the tea?
You drink the tea, you die.
Apparently.
Okay. Never mind.
I'm fine.
What?
You feel
It's got some kick.
it has a little kick, and it has you feel, and you kind of know this purely because of the sorcerer thing. You feel something akin to the arcane try to take hold in you, and it dissipates.
What was in that?
Various things from around the Duskwood. It is, we drink it to enhance, our druidic spell casting. Are you a druid?
No, sorcerer. I think different magical sources is
I
I
wonder.
still feel tingly though. Ugh.
I wonder what it would have done. We've never given it to a non-druid.
Then why'd you give it to us?
We were curious.
I continue drinking my tea.
That's fair. That's fair.
Ariak says, maybe private. He kind of like gives a weird side eye to that particular person, a dwarf. Like things are odd. And maybe not everyone needs to hear about it.
What does that mean?
He looks at you and gives you a, you know what I'm talking about look. And he, Hatherol, leads you back into a private room, and everyone sits down, or he offers seats to you all. Then Ariok sits down.
I prefer to stand. If you don't mind.
That's fair. I assume you all are in harmony for a particular reason.
Indeed. If you wouldn't mind.
Yes. We are here tracking some ferals that have shown greater intelligence than most ferals, in my experience, have shown. Perhaps we've tracked them into the Duskwood, and so I assume that they are a local pack. I was hoping that maybe you guys had some sort of interaction with them, or whatnot. And Hatherol thinks for a couple of seconds and goes, yes, that does sound like the, they don't take kindly to being called feral anymore. They prefer to be called the Stormborn.
Stormborn.
Yes.
That sounds ominous.
We thought so too. About a year back, they started talking, which is not particularly usual for the ferals here. Attacked one of our party, or one of our hunting parties out gathering food for the community. Killed everyone except for a single elven ranger who they left alive and simply told her to tell her story. And then ran off.
That's really ominous.
I agree. They kind of have a flair for the dramatic, and I don't appreciate it.
Like they have to know if they say that kind of thing, then a dashing group of adventurers is gonna come and try to kill them, right?
Yes, but I think that they foresee themselves as being stronger than an adventuring party. Especially their alpha. Not one for names. He calls himself the voice of the maelstrom.
Wow. Okay.
Big fucker. Big fucker. At least the last time I saw him. Again, about a year ago.
I mean, I doubt he got smaller.
I would say so. Not really in their physiology to get smaller in that once they stop being transforming back into their human form.
Hmm.
They've taken refuge up in Skull Hollow. They moved into that cave system 2-3 years back. But some of our scouting parties heard them digging in further. Close to about a year ago, and that's when they started to change.
Yeah, I don't like any of this.
Believe me, none of us do, but if you give them
It
their
does sound
room,
pretty bad.
if you give them their room, they tend to stay away. Sorry I couldn't give you good news.
So, other than sending scouts nearby, have you investigated them at all?
No.
Do you know if it's possible if they're calling themselves the Stormborn, perhaps they have some connection to the Devourer?
Perhaps. I'm sorry, I'm not a very religious person.
Neither.
Understandable.
Devourer.
Yeah, what is
Devour-
the Devourer?
One of the deities of the Dark Six. The sort of I don't know, a shadow of the sovereign host. They tend to be corrupting influences and dangerous entities. The Devourer in particular is the deity or force or however you want to describe it of the destructive power of nature, as both in an elemental sense of as far as like weather and things go, and in the kind of primal savagery of beasts.
Huh.
And so a group of werewolves calling themselves Stormborn could perhaps be a cult or worshippers of the Devourer.
Huh.
Your guess is as good as mine. Once we started losing people to them, I stopped sending things close to their areas anymore.
Well, we can certainly look into it.
I would appreciate it. We don't have much to offer, but if you deal with the problem, we can always come up with something.
Perhaps in the meantime, do you have any food or a place where we can rest?
Yes, and he points off into this direction. That is the communal area for basically everyone to sleep in. I stay here as leader of the town, but my house is for communal meetings of the Druidic Society. You're completely free to stay in the resting area. And there we have, at least through the week, plenty of food for extra people. We'll probably have to send out a hunting party a little early, but that's fine.
Matt, what was this guy's name again?
Hatherl.
Casserole.
Hatharal.
Oh, no. Honestly, you should let us try to spell it.
I just like your notes to be correct.
And this was the two kids' father, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Yara.
Do you
I saw
Hi.
that.
Amazing.
do you guys have anything else?
I guess what I would like to hear more about called the Night.
I
At least
say
what-
yes.
At the very least, I'd like to know more about his presence in the area.
Called the Knight.
Oh, yes.
The two young ones there called it the Night.
Yes, yes, the knight is a adult Dracolisk that roams these areas.
Okay.
She
Wait, the Knight itself is a Dracolisk?
yes.
Interesting. We assumed that the Knight might be a dragon. That
Well, it is a dragon of sorts.
that its babies were Dracolisks, but the parent itself was just a dragon.
No,
I guess
this
proud lineage.
this is a Dracolisk. This area is much too forested for a full dragon to be running around in, especially a black dragon. They tend to like swampier areas.
I'm making a strong mental note. Dragons probably don't live in forests, especially black dragons.
They like the swamps. Maybe a green dragon might like it here, but no, yes, it's taken up residence here. It's been here as long as we have. At the very least, rearing young. I think last time we counted 5 children.
That would be 4
Make it
children.
4.
Ugh.
Yeah, make that 4.
She's going to be ornery then.
Yeah.
That's what it got for trying to eat us in the middle of the night.
Well, they have to hunt.
Right. It's anyway. Point is, it's done.
Well, I would if I was you, I would be sure to maybe take he points off in the direction of this building. I would take care to wash yourselves after. Especially if any of you got anywhere close to the body.
I might
Pointedly
have.
over.
I might
Yeah.
have stuck my hand into it.
Well, that would definitely be enough, but just being close proximity to it, there's a pheromone it gives off that its mother will know that you're the ones that killed it.
Right.
So
Well,
bath
then.
time. Gotcha.
Yep. Catch.
Anything else?
Not at this time, I don't think.
Okay. Then, I will take my leave of you. I need to, finish up the Druidic Society quickly.
Right.
Now that our 2 youngest members are back.
Righty go.
Um,
We'll just go wash off all those Dracolisk pheromones and
Right. Yeah.
start
Could it
making our
possibly
plan
track-
for what to do about the
I have a piece
Yeah.
of it on me. Is it possibly going to track that?
Yes.
possible.
What if I wash the piece?
I've never taken a piece from one of these creatures. I do not know exactly how that would work.
Better safe than sorry. We should probably get rid of it.
So it's your choice.
Yeah, I think that might actually be a good idea. Unfortunately, unless there's anyone in town that wants it.
No.
Yeah.
Honestly, I want away from my town.
Okay, I'll just destroy it.
Okay.
or idea.
Oh,
Okay.
What if we took it to the Skull Cavern? Try and set the Dracolisk on the not so feral ferals.
oh, okay.
Seems like maybe not such a good idea.
But
Why
it
you
would
say
be
that?
so cool.
I mean, best case scenario, you have a Dracolisk kill the Stormborn. Worst case, you have Stormborn that somehow tame a Dracolisk.
I think it
Yeah.
Oh,
would
You really
also
think
be
Stormborn
good
could do
to,
that?
I mean, I guess if
It's
they're
a
like a cult
possibility.
of the Devourer, then yeah, that's possible. So yeah, okay, yeah, just destroy it. Never mind.
we should probably figure out what they're up to before we make any moves against them or for them.
Right.
Okay, but in the meantime, I'm going to destroy it.
Okay.
Yes.
In 3,
All right.
2.
Wait,
What?
whoa. Don't destroy
What?
it here. Take it.
Yeah, because then it's
Out of
sent
town.
all over this. Yeah.
Okay, well,
Well, the point is, if you destroy it in this room, its scent will be all over this room for who knows how long.
right. Okay, I will go out a few feet into the woods and destroy it.
Okay. Where are you? This is less of like a check. I just want to know, how are you destroying it?
I will stomp on it.
Okay, give me a strength check. I lied. This
Stone.
does have a check
It's
tied
made
to
of
it.
stone. Although you are a metal man.
You stomp on it, and it dents your foot.
Okay,
It is a bit
I
of a
will-
stronger material than you.
I will slash at it with my sword.
Roll me an attack. This is not how I thought the night would end, but you know, we're here.
Here we are.
Okay, it deals 5 points of damage. You make a divot in it with the sword.
Oh, he didn't even roll. Oh well, I
Thought
guess.
somebody had a hammer.
Oh. Sorry,
But it's just there, it's not like you-
sorry, that's a hit. Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah, it's.
Oh,
Patch, go ahead and
I-
roll
I
damage.
clicked the wrong thing.
Yeah, no,
Thing.
that is the damage roll.
Oh. Listen,
Never roll to hit. But again, it's all.
it's a 10, it's like a 10 to hit. It's not difficult to hit.
Yeah, no, and it's just there. Like it's not trying to dodge or anything.
Yeah, again, you make like a slash mark into it, but this is a like solid stone item.
If I were to like grab my hammer and try to break it with that,
That works. But it takes about 20 minutes just because it's thick and you're using like a smith's hammer, correct?
yes.
Yeah. Just takes time. But you eventually crack it, and you keep cracking pieces till it's destroyed.
Okay.
Ta-da!
And listen, we're going to end there because boy was that a partial success, and this stream was a partial success.
Yeah, true enough. It's pretty on point.
Good night, those of you that stuck around for our stupidity and all of the fun that we had.
Yeah,
It might have
thanks for
just been
sticking around.
Thomas, but it was at least Thomas.
Hey, you know what? We'll take it.
So,
Hey.
good night, everyone, and hopefully next
night.
week we will be
Woo.
better at
Hey,
this.
someone other than Thomas. Hello.
Hello.